Hey everyone, I'm NornQueenAlexis and welcome back to the channel and welcome to this 2,000 point battle report played between my Sisters of Battle with all new toys in there. Look at them, they're all painted except basing. Don't worry about basing. It'll get done. I'm just a bit lazy. But we have Sisters of Battle versus Eldari. Craftworld Eldari. Missions that I chose for my army is engage on all fronts, grind them down, and bring them down. So kill vehicles, kill more than my opponent, engage on all fronts. And then my opponent took assassinate because Celestine by herself counts as like 6 characters, so it's really easy to get that because she can revive and keep reviving her little Gemini superior, which each one of them count as a character. So she can potentially give them infinite points. I have a priest here, a dogmata, a canoness, Thaddeus the Purifier, stand in for him. I left him at home, that was my bad. And more involved. So I have a ton of characters, and this one is always going to be taken against sister players now, since I think the minimum amount of characters we're going to have is like 6. Psychic interrogation, because, well, it's pretty easy. Yeah. And engage on all fronts because we want to be in each other's faces as quick as possible, beating each other down. Now, things that are going to be contested in this battle report. Paragon Warsuits are 270 for the unit, not each. Paragon Warsuits ignore 1 damage, so does Celestine. So, it doesn't have a minimum. That's the big thing. And there is no FAQ until a tournament happens for at least another month. So we are playing it today how it would more than likely be played in a tournament, which is where they take no damage from 1 damage weapons. But I think that's really dumb, so I'm not going to do that because that sounds really rude. So 1 damage weapons, they reduce damage to a minimum of 1. That is how I'm going to play it. Same with Celestine, same with her. Okay, let's just get that out of the way. I am going to get things wrong. My canoness over here, she has 2 pages of rules by herself. The dogmata has like a page of rules by herself. So I am going to get things wrong, and I do apologize ahead of time. Mission that we are playing today is, which one is it? Scorched Earth. So we have 6 objectives. The progressive objectives are literally always the same. The primary objectives are always the same. So they're not really worth talking about. Score 5 if you hold 1, score 10 if you hold 2, score an extra 5 if you hold more than your opponent. They're 5 points each to a maximum of 15 per turn. There is a lot to go over with this. So let's get into the armies and deployment. Okay, so 2,000 points of Sisters of Battle. I have 2 detachments, one being a battalion, the other one being a patrol detachment. In the patrol detachment, because this one's easy, we have Celestine, a unit of 5 sisters with a heavy bolter, and I think this priest. So going over the other detachment, we have a Bloody Rose detachment led by Morinval. She has a ton of special abilities. The big ones to remember is she can half damage, she has a bolter, a grenade launcher, and her lance that can either do 10 attacks or 5 attacks at strength 10. Next to her, we have Thaddeus the Purifier. Thaddeus has the old war hymns. This is a standard model, please forgive me. But he has the old war hymns which give infantry +1 attack near him, or in this case her. Then we have a Canoness. This Canoness is kitted out like crazy with an Inferno pistol, a chainsword, and she has a ton of different things. She has Saint in the Making, and her Blessing of the Faithful is Word of the Emperor, so anybody within miraculous range of her doesn't get invulnerable saves. And this extends to all units around her, depending on everything that I do for her. She has the Indomitable Belief Warlord trait, so that I can just spend it right on her. She has Saint in the Making. She has Beneficence as her chainsword. So she gets almost 10 attacks on the charge by herself. And that is it for her. Then we have 3 Battle Sister squads, all kitted out the same. A heavy bolter in each 5-woman squad, and each Sister Superior has a chainsword. Then we have 10 Sacristans. There is 5 halberds, 4 maces, and 1 spear in this unit. This unit also has a bolt pistol, so on her. No Inferno pistol, okay? And then we have a Dogmata standing next to them. The Dogmata is going to be an auto-include in every sororitas army going forward. She has the Book of St. Lucas. She has Saint in the Making. She has the Litany of Enduring Faith and the War Hymns. Litany of Enduring Faith gives her the ability to cast a +1 invulnerable save on a unit near her. She has the Warlord trait Indomitable Belief, I believe. Yes, she does. So she gives +1 to the invulnerable saves around her within 9 inches. She is the one that gives her a command point, faith point every turn. And that is it for her. Then we have 2 units of Paragon Warsuits. Regardless of what they have swords. I decided to go with all swords for this game. I want to do 3 squads of these, 2 in each with swords, and then 1 mace on the sergeant or Sister Superior. But they have multi-meltas, twin storm bolters, and swords. Then I have an Imagifier standing somewhere right here. The Imagifier has the Tail of the Warrior, so +1 strength, and that's really it. But since I'm running Bloody Rose, I might as well take her. Then I have 10 Repentia. This unit is going to be replaced by more Sacristans because I think these girls are better than the Repentia. Same number of attacks, different weapons, but an inherent 4-up invulnerable save versus needing an invulnerable save. Repentia did get nerfed. They can no longer get 90 attacks. Oh no. So they're only going to get 40 attacks. Woe is me. And then I have 2 rhinos in this army, and they just have storm bolters. The sacred rite that I'm choosing for this army is the Passion, and I'm trying to remember that I have to tear them down as a stratagem. So on 6s, I get 1 additional hit, and on 6s to wounds, I believe I can do something. Oh no, if I use tear them down on 6s, I automatically wound. So it's a really, really good combo with the Paragon Warsuits. The Celestians, not Celest, well, yeah, they are. The Sacristans and the Repentia. So that is my list. I'm going to forget half of these rules throughout the game, so I do apologize. Let's take a look at the Eldar.
Yeah, I first should do it.
Oh yeah, I have 7 command points left. I forgot to say that on camera. But going over your army list.
All right, where do you want to start at?
What detachments are you taking?
1 battalion.
1 battalion detachment?
Yeah, 1
Who's
battalion.
your HQ?
So I got 3 HQs. My warlord's going to be Fugan. He's a Phoenix Lord. He has Marker the Incomparable Hunter, which basically lets him snipe characters.
He's also the oldest model in the game currently.
Probably. I'm going to go with that. This actually is I play him as a Spirit Seer. They didn't actually have the model when I actually bought the unit. That was been that long ago, but he's the closest one that looks like a staff on him. I do give him his relic because he can do the wings, so he can fly around. Basically a jump pack, 12 inches. Then I have the Fire Seer also. You know, he's going to have the ability to make one squad move again. Then he's going to have, of course, Guide and Doom.
Yep.
It's just standard. Banshees, standard Banshees, the one with the little green face mask, wherever she is. She's a Banshee Exarch. And this is for this is my elites. Of course, Wraithguard, they're going to use the actual the flamer version of their gun.
So the D cannon.
Yeah, it's just so nasty. It's an auto hit. It's short range, but still, you know, most of the
Is their flamer still 8 inches?
It's still 8 inches. Yeah.
Wow, the only flamethrower not to get updated.
Yeah, at this point, but it's got a high strength, a high AP, and you know D3 each. It's not bad. It should do well. Fire Dragon's the only. I am, even though he's my Phoenix, he's going to be my Exarch. I'm not giving him a Fire Puck just so I can at least show we know which one the Phoenix Lord or the
Exarch
is. Fast attacks, Warp Spiders, and Swooping Hawks. He does have the Power Blades and Dual Spitters. Somewhere behind his wings there, he's got a Power Sword hidden currently, but everything else is your Wizard Wig. What you see is what you get. Moving over here, Dire Avengers. The 2 catapults is the Exarch also. You've got just good old Rangers, what you see is what you get. 2 Guardian squads, 110. They're defenders, one's 18. This one I affectionately call I usually do 20, but I don't have enough points. I call it the Guardian Bomb. Usually I reserve it and then drop it in one time and watch certain catapults unleash, as they say, unleash hell.
Yeah.
It's a lot of fun. I've had good luck with it before. Warwalker. I'm going to use the missile launcher and Bright Lance Reapers. I have the actual launcher, which is the indirect weapon, but I'm not going to cut this guy up, so I'm just going to use him. What he has right now, which is a Shuriken Catapult, yeah, I could probably put a missile launcher on there, but, you know, Reapers, I'm not going to be that guy that has 20 of them right now. And then Wraithguard, or I'm sorry, Wraith Knight.
Wraith
Lord. Oh, there's so many wraiths.
Yeah, there is.
let's go with Wraith Lord. You know, why would the big one be the Lord and the little one be the Knight? I don't know. They got that one wrong, I think. Bright Lance, missile launcher. He does have the sword, and he's got 2 Shuriken catapults built in too. So I'd say 95% Wizzy Wig, but I know everything really well in the army.
It's okay. I'm using a proxy.
Yeah, I hear you. This is my latest one. I just bought him. I've never had a jet bike the entire time I've had Eldar, but the Farseer with the bike is just he's so good.
Yeah. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 paths here. 8 paths here.
Yeah, I do. The original idea with the army is it was going to be a Fire Dragon Shrine. I've got a lot of these guys painted up at home, so I kind of keyed off their colors a little bit, and then tied purple in was with the original idea. As the army expanded, I just decided to kind of like pull all the aspects in just to have fun.
Yeah.
Most of my race stuff I did in kind of the blue colors, but everything.
One thing I will always love about the Eldar lore is that they are the weeb faction because the shooting shuriken weapons, they have ninjas.
Right.
They take the path of the Bushido.
They really do.
Like, they dive right into it, and a lot of their iconography is like more Japanese/Chinese themed.
Right. Agreed. I bought a variety of Eldar or Eldari. The whole idea is this is one of your early sisters with the new stuff. I wanted to see how they performed against all the type of Eldar stuff.
That's fair.
That way you can, kind of fight a little of everything and see how you do. So we'll see. I mean, the army should play pretty well for secondaries. It won't do very well on primaries, but that's kind of how Eldar are playing right now. They just aren't doing good for primaries. So.
All right, let's go take a look at deployment.
The other one, which allows me to do 2d6 advance.
Alrighty, so end of deployment. We have Sororitas here, Paragon Warsuits here with Marinval, the priest, and Thaddeus. Inside the 2 rhinos, we have them marked with number 1 and number 2. And inside each one is what is marked. Sacristans in number 1, Repentia in number 2. Then we have Thaddeus the Purifier, who is a very underrated model and needs to be taken in every Sororitas list. Over here, I have literally the rest of my Battle Sisters. Celestine is in there just to try to dive bomb straight ahead. I have some Paragon Warsuits over here. I have the Dogmata, the Magifier, and a Canoness over here. This Canoness might actually stay in this building just to have everything reroll. And that's pretty much it for my deployment. Over here, we have the Dark Reapers.
Yep.
We have a Farseer or Spirit Seer.
Yep.
We have the Wraith. The other Wraiths are in here. We have some dude guys standing out here looking very confused. We have the Farseer who's over here. Then the other Wave Serpent has Fire Dragons and Banshees.
Yep, and Fugin.
Oh, and Fugin.
Yep, they're all in there.
And up here we have some Rangers.
Yep.
And then a Warwalker.
And then don't forget the Dire Avengers.
Oh, yeah, they're there. So now we have the important roll off.
It is important.
Who takes the first turn?
Yeah, 3.
I rolled a 2, so we go into Eldari, turn 1. So it's Eldar turn 1, but I get a whole bunch of cheaty dice. The first one is because, well, I am Sisters of Battle. Now on this dice, the Fertilise is going to be the 6, and the Inquisitorial Eye is going to be the 1. So we get a 5 off of that.
Okay.
And I'm going to put that over here so I can forget about it. And then the Canoness is going to make her own, and we're going to use Isaac because I'm going to be disappointed in this roll.
Yep.
Thank
you, Isaac.
I knew that was going to happen. So she has a 1 that she can use. So I'll put that over here. And then I have my Sacred Rites because I have a whole bunch of things that not Sacred Rites, my hymns. She's going to cast the better Invo save on a unit of infantry. We'll put it on the unit up top, 3 up. She gets it. This unit now has a 4 up invulnerable save because they're getting 2 pluses. And I think that is it for all the stuff that I do. Oh yeah, and I could spend that 1 miracle dice to give her an ability. I might actually use a stratagem to reroll that. End of movement phase. The Dark Reapers moved into the building. Can they ignore? Are their weapons heavy?
They are, but they always sit on a 3. That's kind of how dark.
Okay, yep.
So, yeah.
And they can see through this. Stood still, shifted over, moved up slightly, and then ran? Or
No, this guy, he advanced.
Okay.
That's the way you get the, even if you get within 12, I still get the -1, so.
Yep.
Yeah.
That one moved over.
same, he advanced
Nothing
also.
disembarked yet.
Nope.
Rangers danced around on top of the building.
They just kind of like shuffle.
Farseer moved up. The Guardians moved up to hold this objective. And the Warwalker moved over.
Yep.
And now we go into Psychic phase.
Yep.
The more I read this book, the more I realized how rushed this book was. Because Shield of Fates Deny the Witch, which, unless Deny the Witch has a static ability in the core rulebook.
It does.
Okay, it does?
It does.
But it really should say the range here.
Yeah. It does in the core rulebook.
Okay, we got to check that.
Yeah.
But otherwise that would have an unlimited range.
Unlimited range, that'd be really cool.
Yeah. So, Deny the Witch has no range. So Shield of Faith can be used anywhere on the board. So I'm pretty sure I'm just going to negate from all the way over here.
Yeah.
Like, I've noticed that there's a lot of errors in this book, one being the Paragon Warsuits, one being them, Celestine stat line,
Yeah.
not stat line abilities.
There's gonna be lots of FAQ.
This whole book needs to be FAQ'd.
I think they did that specifically so they could publish something as an FAQ.
I mean, in all fairness, they did this during COVID, so I
Right.
give them full credit for
Yeah.
having like 5 people on staff
Yeah.
and being able to produce the models that they produced.
So this is what you get when you produce a book by Zoom.
Yeah, kind of. Kind of. All right, so where's your first psychic test going?
Honestly, I mean, I could do one with him here. I'm gonna do just two. I'm gonna do a quicken,
Okay.
and it'll be on the.
I also don't even need line of sight.
I know. It does not go off.
Okay. Does he have any spirit stones or anything that makes him reroll? Or then
No,
reroll?
he does not. He does not.
Okay.
He does.
Alrighty.
So he's going to do.
Psychic interrogation.
I don't have line of sight. The new psychic interrogation requires line of sight. Are you a character?
You right?
You're not a
You're right.
character, right?
No, got no.
Yeah, I wish I did. I had no way of doing it without overexposing the Farseer. So I'm gonna do
an exposed Farseer.
I
The
know.
craft worlds would never do that, ever.
I know.
Don't ever look at any of their lore that does that exact thing.
I'm gonna do guide on him.
Okay.
It's only a 7. It goes off with an 8.
Alrighty, that is a cocked dice, but regardless, it goes off. I'm gonna attempt to negate.
Okay.
I don't.
Okay, he's gonna then do Doom on them.
Okay.
I do not get it. I will use my Farseer rune to do a reroll.
Alrighty.
I get 1 Farseer thing.
And you don't get it.
Nope, no Doom.
Alrighty.
So guy goes off. Yay.
Do they have a limitation for how many times they can cast Shield of Faith? In your opponent's psychic phase, this unit can attempt to deny the witch power as though it were a psyker. Each time a deny the witch test is taken for this unit, roll 1d6 instead of 2d6. Yeah, there's no limitations. One unit can do it like a billion times.
Do you have to target the unit itself though?
Maybe.
That may be what it is. It may be more.
Each time a deny the witch is taken for this unit.
Yeah, so basically you have to target the unit.
No, deny the witch is not
no?
targeted.
Okay.
Okay, so how we're gonna run it from here on, because that is a massive
It is.
plot hole. Like
It really is.
the fact that this unit from all the way over here can
Yeah.
deny that unit
Yeah.
that they can't even see, definitely not in range, is silly. But it's only on a 6. But even still, the chances of just randomly negating. So I'm gonna say it's 1 per unit,
Right.
because that's the way it was. So that's silly. Let's get back to psychic phase. You're done with it, right?
I'm done with psychics.
Okay, so you got guide off, and that was it.
Yeah, just guide on the Warwalker is all I got. So
Alrighty, now we move on to shooting phase.
it is that missiles.
So Dark Reapers are going to fire into the Paragon warsuits.
Yep.
Are these 1 damage weapons? Do I just negate them?
You're so funny. You're being mean already. It's not even. We barely started.
I'm trying not to be mean,
You're
but my
being
codex,
mean.
my codex is written poorly.
You're being mean. All right, so let's. I'm gonna fire the regular, the hardy missiles because the other ones are 2 damage. These are 3 damage.
They're hardy
since-
missiles?
Well, they have ones that are strength 5 that do 2 damage.
Ooh.
Then they have the other ones are strength 8 that do 3 damage. So strength 8, 3 damage will do 2 damage to you. The strength 5, 2 damage will do 1 damage to you. You take 4 damage each. So if I can somehow get 2 missiles through, I kill a suit.
That's fair.
I figured it's probably the best way to do it.
Alrighty.
And here we go. So we need 3s.
That's
The
gonna be
1
all
won't
but
do
1.
it. Now we need 3s again.
I'm toughness 5, your strength 8.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
That's
no,
1?
1. Well, let's go with 1.
Alrighty. And what's the AP?
2 minus 2.
So 4 up.
4 up. Yep.
I completely missed, and I don't even know what that is.
That's right.
Oh no! So that deals 2 damage to a warsuit.
Okay.
2 wounds on this back one. Actually, that's the sergeant. Or Sister Superior. Let's put it on that one. And then you did fire and
Fire
fade.
and fade. We just went down we go.
Yep. So I can't shoot you.
That's the idea. Okay. Same thing we're gonna do on the Wraith Lord, or Wraith Knight, or Wraith Guard. The Wraith. They're big Wraith dude. We're gonna fire the missile and the Bright Lance. Same squad.
Okay.
Need 3s. I do reroll 1s because I have a Spirit Suit here.
Yep.
So the first one's gonna be the missile launcher.
It's a miss.
Reroll into 1.
Is still a miss.
Yeah, I can see. Sisters curse these dice. That's what happened. That's
You
it.
know what? Throw those dice out.
I do get 1 more because the other one is a. All right.
Throw those dice
I'm
out.
packing up.
Throw those dice in the garbage.
We're leaving. We're leaving.
All right, we're just gonna re-rack. Try that again.
Oh wow!
I'm just kidding. I'm just.
No,
kidding.
it's all good. Okay, so we'll fire with this guy here next.
Alrighty.
Shifting cannons on the Paragon warsuits.
Okay, firing into the Paragon warsuits.
I need 3s, and then 3s again, strength 6.
Alrighty.
Any 6 the wound causes is a minus 3.
Okay.
So here we go.
That's gonna. Don't you wish I was the wound roll?
I'm just
What's the strength of this weapon?
strength 6. So I need 3.
3s.
And 6s are minus 3. So we got 3 saves. You got 3 2-ups, madam.
Okay. 3 2-up saves. We are using Slanesh dice for reasons.
Why not?
I really like these dice.
They're cool looking. I like them.
They also come in on camera, which is good.
Which is good. Oh yeah.
So was it -1?
No, there's no minuses.
Oh, okay, so pass all of them.
Ah! Okay.
All right, the next weapons from that thing?
Yeah, no, that's it.
Oh,
Everything
okay.
else, these are short range for the other stuff, so it's like 12 inches, so.
Gotcha.
Yeah, kind of Eldar at its finest, not doing anything.
These guys?
12-inch range. Nope, nothing.
Okay. So the Rangers up on top of that building are firing into Marnval.
Yep.
Morvenval. I keep saying Morneval when I say her name.
So 3s to hit. What's your toughness?
Toughness 5.
So 5s to wound, but 6s are immortal.
Yep. 3s to hit. That's all
hits. Okay.
And then you said 5s are mortal wounds?
No, 6s.
6s.
6s are mortal wounds.
And 5s to wound.
5s to wound.
Yep.
Yep. 2.
2 mortal wounds.
And that's it.
So.
And then 2 normal saves too. Whatever your save is.
Oh, she takes another wound. She took 3. And they're 1 damage apiece, right?
That's it. 1 damage each.
Okay, so she goes down 3 wounds. Okay, so she does have a defense against mortal wounds, so 6 up, and she ignores these.
Don't.
She ignored 1. So she only takes 2 wounds.
All right, we'll take it.
Mornval is down to 6. Is it Morvenval? Morvenval. God, that. As a Horse Heresy fan, this is super annoying because I keep thinking Morneval.
Right.
Okay, so shot. That dude shooting into Paragons.
Yeah, absolutely.
I activate block mode.
Let's see how block mode works.
Okay,
So
let's see how this works.
We'll start with the missile launcher. It needs 3s. Actually.
Ooh.
Yeah, 3s. No,
Okay.
Yeah, 3s re-rolling 1s.
There's the
I
one.
have re-rolling everything.
Okay, so that's
hits.
a hit.
Okay, we'll do the other one, the Bright Lance.
That's also a hit.
Okay. Oh.
So Bright Lance is purple.
No, I'm just doing this. These are brand new dice, so they're gonna fail.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. Are they going to do worse than your other dice?
Why? Maybe. We'll see. So I need the missile launcher first. Needs a 3.
And that is
gets
a
it.
wound.
Oh, I like. Love you.
Okay, so save against that.
-2 on that one.
So it goes to a 4 up.
Yep.
Which they make.
And then the Bright Lance
Does
not wound,
wounds,
but I
needing
will-
3s.
No, I'm gonna command point.
Command points, so you're down to 11.
And doesn't fail. Yeah. No, down to 10.
Good job, girls. You did it. I'm so proud of you. Look at you. New models. You're going to do great.
Yeah, keep talking though.
Hey, I have to talk to them while they're here.
All right. So, I got myself on 3 objectives, which is good. At least currently. And I'm not engaged on all fronts, and I was not close enough for an interrogation, so the weapon's 0, madam. At this
Ooh.
point. Yeah.
Okay, so 0 points for the first battle round as we go into Sisters of Battle. Turn 1. Before I say anything, Mornval selected them for all of their rerolls. They can reroll literally everything. Boy. Anyway. End of movement phase. These girls shifted up. These girls all moved up this way. The 2 rhinos exploded floward. That's
Floward?
what they're going floward.
They floored, and a little. That's a little.
You know, it's because of the Fortalise. They're going floward.
Oh, it just gets.
These 2 girls advanced. She got the buff on her attacks for no real reason. Over here, these girls moved forward. The Canoness moved to the edge of the building just to make sure that there are units closer than her. Also, she's out of line of sight, so she can't really be shot anyway. But she's within range of these. So we go into shooting phase.
There you go.
So off camera, bolters rang out, shooting into various targets and everything. Dealt no damage here. Killed 1 of them there, I believe.
Yep.
Killed 2 of the Rangers and 1 of the Dire Avengers.
2 actually.
2 of them.
Yep, 2 of them. Yeah.
So now we go into the actual shooting. The super important shooting. The shooting that will define this game. The Paragon Warsuits are going to fire into this transport. They're going to be hitting on 4s with a reroll of everything because of Mornval. Their bolters are going to be shooting into them. And yeah, so let's just get the melta-guns out of the way and I'll roll the bolters off camera.
Okay. Didn't they advance up?
They did not advance.
Okay, all right.
So I do get to reroll the 3 misses, which gets me 1 more hit out of that. And then these are wounding on 3s because your toughness of your vehicle is 7. Yep. And that is 3 so far. 3 so far. AP -4, but you have a 4 Invo, I believe?
This guy?
Yeah.
No, he's got no
Oh.
info. Just those guys have info. Nope.
Do they have an Invo at all?
This? No, no info.
Okay, so 3d6, and then I'll check the range to see if they have the +2. I doubt it. It's 12 inches? No. Okay. 3d6 damage.
Okay, hold on. So,
Okay, so this would only be 4 damage.
yep.
Do I want to spend a command point to reroll? I did gain 1 at the beginning of my phase, so I'd be down to 7. I am. I'm going to spend a command point, reroll. Okay, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4.
Still 4.
And then the bolters will ring out into the Guardians. For 12 shots, dealt 11 wounds with all the rerolls. So, 11 saves.
Yep, 4 up.
Here we go.
Let's see if the shield helped me.
It helped you quite a bit.
So 2, 3, 4, 6 dead.
Yeah. Alrighty. Mornval, she can re-roll everything. I'm saying this to myself so I remember. She's gonna shoot her heavy bolter into those Guardians.
Not now, you're not. No longer in terrain. I don't think you can see me, King.
Oh, you're right. I can't see them. Okay, fire everything into the vehicle.
Okay.
First up, the heavy bolter hitting on 3s. Would be 2s, but -1. So she hits, wounding on 5s. That's going to be 1 wound. I'm going to check if her rerolls reroll everything or just 1s. I was wrong.
Okay.
So she can't reroll, but she did manage 1 wound out of that.
Okay.
It's a heavy bolter, so just -1.
Okay, so 4 up. Nope.
Phew, 2 damage, which goes down to 1.
Yep. Found it.
Okay, then she has 2 missiles, which are both going to hit. Looking for 3s. Both going to wound.
-2.
I believe so. I can check in just a second. -2, you saved 1 off camera. D6 damage
Yep.
is going to be 3 because it's 4 down to 1, or down by 1.
So it's 3. So 8, 7, 6, 5, 5. Okay.
Down to 5 wounds.
Yep.
Over here, we have some multi-meltas as well. I had to check their range. So 2 of them here are going to fire into that wave serpent because that's the only thing in range. And this one is out of range of that wave serpent, so it's going to fire into the Warwalker. We'll do the one into the Warwalker first.
-1.
And all their respective bolters are going into the same targets.
Okay.
So the Warwalker is going to... Okay, that's a reroll 1 for the Canoness. That's a hit. And 1 wound. Let me just double check if the Canoness rerolls core units or just infantry. The Canoness is right behind this wall.
Okay.
She's right here. Okay, so that is a reroll because she is a core unit. So
1 save.
AP -4, 1 save on the Warwalker.
5 up info.
Here we go.
Yep.
Make it.
Yep.
And then we have 4 shots versus the other wave serpent.
-1.
So I'll hit twice. Wounding on 3s. I will wound twice.
At least you're wounded now.
Yeah, right?
I have no save, just roll damage.
Okay, so I'm going to take this 5 and auto get 5.
Okay, so that puts it down to 4.
And then 3. So 7 wounds in total.
Let's be down to 6.
And I don't think I have any charges this turn, and I think I'm out of shooting. So I didn't actually kill anything unless we do a panic check on those guys. So they lost, what, 8?
They were 10-man squad.
Oh, so 6.
6. So let me roll 1's an auto pass. Let me get 1, please. Nope. So that's a fail.
Yep, so 1 runs, and then it's 1s and 2s.
Sure is. It sure is.
Okay. And then we have one more running.
One more dog. Okay.
So down to 2 people in that unit.
Yep.
As we go into Eldar, turn 2. That turn, I do get 2 points for engage on all fronts. I didn't bring them down or grind them down, unfortunately. So 2-0 currently as we go into Eldar, turn 2.
So I'm holding.
End of movement phase, I did have some abilities that are supposed to kick in at the beginning. She commanded them to reroll everything. Over here, the Canoness gained a 6, which I am going to Save. I don't know why I put it down. There we go. She has a 6 over here. I gained a 4 for a miracle dice for this turn, and the Wraiths got out of their transport, ran up to here.
Yep.
The Fire Dragons got out of the transport, ran up to there. Fugan got out of the transport, ran to there. Banshees got out of the transport, ran to here.
Yep.
Warp Spiders came in from Deep Strike over here. Then on this side, we have a bunch of Guardians over here.
The Guardian Boy.
Those two fell back. They did fail a morale last turn. We also forgot their morale.
These guys here?
Yeah. And that guy advanced over there. Or moved over there.
Yeah. Let me just roll.
Yep. That's
Cox.
cocked. That's a 6. That's another one dead, and that's a panic check.
Maybe. Let me double more.
Okay, so after the panic check, there was only one left.
Yep.
I always forget to do panic checks because I take min squads. Alrighty.
Yeah.
So, Farseer moved away, and at the beginning of your turn, you scored 10 points for controlling 3 objectives.
Yep.
But I also control 3, so that's why you only got 10.
Do something real quick here.
So now we go into psychic phase. What do we got?
We need to interrogate some people. Yep. Gonna try and interrogate. Should be able to.
In her line of sight, can I actually see? I think that's the base. Yeah, you're good.
Okay. 4.
And that's 24 inches, right?
Yes.
Okay. Needing a 4.
I get a 9.
I'm going to attempt to deny. I do not.
That would give me 3 points.
Woo!
Yeah, right. The psychics.
Actually, 3 points. Nah, screw that. I'll spend a command point. And I won't negate it.
I'm happy at a command point.
Okay, so
Okay.
down to 6. There we go.
All right. He's gonna cast guide on those guys on the fire
Okay,
dragons.
so where's the... Oh, Farseer right here.
Yeah, yeah.
Guide.
Does not go off.
Alrighty.
Hold on a second. I'll do it again.
Okay, and this is with the command point, or...
No, I got 1 reroll, either a deny or a psychic power for first year.
Are you sure you don't want to use it for a deny the witch?
No.
You don't get it.
Doesn't work. Okay.
Okay.
So. Yeah, we'll do Doom on them.
Okay, so Doom on these ones.
Yep. Goes off with a 7.
Alright. I don't negate it.
Okay, so they are doomed.
And that's this unit?
Yep.
Okay.
They're rolling wounds. Okay.
Shoot 'em up phase.
It is. It is that time.
So this unit's going to fire into the Paragon Warsuits.
Yep.
So this is 5d6 shots.
No, D3s.
Oh, d3s?
Yeah, D3s. I wish they were D6.
Oh, okay.
So
So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, 7 shots.
I'm going to reroll 1. No, I'm not. Let's just do 7.
Okay, and this is strength.
10.
So wounding on 2s?
Let me make sure. Where's this?
Wounding on 2s.
2s, and it's, we did 6 of them?
7.
7. So, and I'm doomed, so I reroll ones.
Okay, that is all 7 of them?
Yep.
I have a 6 up regardless.
Okay.
That is a drop dice. Get back here. There we go. I make 1 of them, so 1 gets ignored. How much damage are these apiece?
1 each.
Okay, so the first one, how much damage? Or just 1 each?
1 each.
Oh, then I ignore all of them.
This
I just wanted to see your face.
Well, you only saw the top part, not the bottom.
3,
the top
4,
part was
5.
like, ah!
So that is 2 warsuits.
Yep.
So we'll pull these 2 away.
Okay.
Fugan is firing at her?
Yep.
Can he target characters?
Yes, he can. That's his warlord trait.
Okay.
He ignores. What do you call it? Lookout, sorry.
Okay.
He hits on 2, but he rerolls 1s because he's Fugan.
Yep.
He rerolls 1s because he's Fugan. He hits. All
Okay.
right.
Wounding on 2s more than likely if this is a strength 6 weapon.
It's strength 8 weapon.
Yep, 2s.
Yep, and it's minus.
Doesn't matter. Makes a save.
I hate you. in a good way.
Like, whenever you shoot my characters, it's
Yeah.
always, I have a 4 up invo.
Yeah. Well, I gotta try it.
Except for this one.
Yeah.
She only has a 6 up and actually 5 up info right now. 6 up? 6 up. Maybe. I gotta check the range. Fire Dragon's putting all their shots into this rhino. So it's what, 5 of them? 6 of them?
I'm trying to think, should I get greedy and split my fire on both rhinos?
Chances are pretty decent.
They take 10 wounds each. So I'm gonna do.
This is actually a good debate.
It really is a good debate. I really want to be able to have the Banshees charge something. So let's go. But I really want to just kill one unit. So.
Okay, we're gonna wait on them. Now the Wraith Lord is gonna shoot
Yeah, the warsuits.
into the warsuit.
Yeah. Saw how good it did last time. So missile launcher first, then these 3 re-rolling ones.
That's a
That's
hit.
a hit, and then the other one needs 3 re-rolling ones. 2 doesn't do it, so it does
It's 1 missile hit.
3 to wound. It is a wound. It's -2.
Don't make it.
D6.
D6 damage. I reduce 1. Chances are you're not gonna kill it.
I gotta roll really good, right?
Yeah, go ahead.
Let's do it.
2 down to 1.
1 won't work.
So down to 3 wounds.
Yeah.
There we go.
So he has his catapults are gonna have to fire at the rhino because it's the only thing that's in range of the rhino.
Yep.
3s. He does reroll 1s. And then he needs 5s to wound. 6s are -3. So he got 1 at -3 and then 1 save.
1 6 up. Doesn't make it. And then 1 normal save.
Save, yeah.
Doesn't make it. 2 damage.
I'll take it.
Down to 8.
Continuing the trend we're going to do with these 2 guys
7.
on the rhino also. They need 3s and then 5s.
Can that second guy actually see the rhino?
Oh, you know what? I won't fire it. Don't worry. If you can't
Oh no, he can. There it is. Okay. This is why we always
Actually,
check line of sight with.
Well, I think maybe he can. I don't think he can.
No, he can, because he can see this part.
Okay. All right. So 3s and then 5s.
Pew! One guy was paying attention.
Yeah, but you know, it's still shuriken catapult.
He was distracted by the anime girls on the side.
He really, really was. Fire dragon. How many wounds?
So, Fire Dragons onto the
no,
war
sorry.
suit.
Dark Reapers. I'm sorry.
Oh, Dark Reapers
Yes.
onto the war suit.
Yep.
Okay.
So the shuriken catapult will fire on this here because I don't think I'm in range of anything else. I'm not. So. here we go.
Okay.
So I'm gonna do the missiles on the war suit first.
Okay.
We're gonna fire the big missiles
And then from in here.
right here.
So that is 3 hits.
Yep. 3s to wound. 3 wounds at -2.
3 4-up saves.
That's for 3 damage each.
I'm gonna spend a CP. Oh, they're 3 damage a piece. Yeah, it'll only take 1. Spend a CP, and then I'm gonna command point into a faith point and auto pass 1. So I'm down to 6 command point or 5 command points. I auto pass the wounds, and then you just get 1 through.
Okay.
For how much damage?
Just flat 3 damage.
So down to 2, down to 1.
Okay.
Because that 1 warsuit is now protecting both those characters.
Gotcha. Shuriken cannon on this guy right here.
Yep.
Hits with everything except for 1. 5s to wound. Nothing.
Okay.
Alright.
I'm still debating if these warsuits are actually worth it.
They've tanked a lot of damage so far. So.
If they flat out ignore 1 damage, like that's just a permanent effect, they're amazing.
Yeah, I would say yes. This one on the warsuits over here.
Yep.
First one, I have 3.
That's the Bright Lance?
No, it's always a missile.
Okay.
Second one's the Bright Lance. Missed. They both missed.
Okay.
Yay!
Good job, Walker.
Yeah, you're my little buddy. Go back to your craft roll. All right. No. So this guy here on that thing there.
Yep. And that thing's down to like what, 2 wounds?
This here's got 5 wounds left.
Yep.
He's profiled, so he's hitting on 4s. Start with the catapults first.
Yep.
That's too bad. And then 5 wound. Nope. Cannons are next.
Okay. And that's still from this vehicle, right?
Yep, same thing.
Okay. That is going to be 3 hits.
Yep, 5s to wound. 1 wound, no minus.
Makes it.
Okay.
All weapons here into the Rhino.
Those hits. 5 to wound. 1 at -3.
Doesn't make it. That's a damage.
Cannons are next 4s.
Down to 8s, or down to 9 so far.
And then 5s to wound. 6s are -3. So we've got just 2 saves normal.
Okay, 2 3-ups. I fail both of them. Down to 7. Alrighty.
Okay. So I got Fire Dragons and...
I'm thinking Rhino Rush might be the best way to do Bloody Rose.
Yeah, I think that's pretty helpful, I think, so far.
This one ranger is firing into Morinval.
Yeah, 3 hits. Come on, give me a 6, baby. 6! Give me a 6!
No wound.
Nothing. Hits, it does nothing.
Alrighty.
These guys on those guys there. 2 shots each.
Yeah.
And I get 2 more for
Through
the
the
Exarch.
crack here.
I need 3s.
Can we see any of them?
What's that?
Oh, we can see 1, 2 of them. Yep, 2 feet.
You can't.
This third one can't see. It doesn't look like.
Okay.
Let me see if I can get him. Yeah, I think I can get him.
Okay.
Let me see. Through the crack. And then we got 1 base. 2. I only see 2.
Okay. So. So the guy, can you see this guy in the middle here?
Yes.
Okay, so he's the Exarch, so I'll take 2 shots out. So hitting on 3s, and 6s are Blightstorm, which means they're extra hits.
Yep.
So that did nothing.
And it's -1 to hit for shooting through it. Oh no, this thing isn't, it's not area or something like that. So you're hitting on 3s.
Okay, so I need
5s.
5s. So
Nothing.
Nothing, yay, you mighty Dire Avengers, you. Okay.
It's really funny if I did the no damage wounds roll to them, there would still be 3 of them here.
Right, which would be like, okay.
These would also be able to do nothing.
Well, they're gonna shoot. Right?
Yep.
What we're gonna do. Let's do them.
I think that's it for your shooting aside from
Well,
this.
they haven't Fire Dragons. It's just those 2.
Oh, the Fire Dragon.
They haven't shot yet.
Yeah, they did not shoot. Okay, we just keep glancing over them.
I'm thinking about. Okay, let's do.
Okay, so these guys are going to split fire.
Yep.
3 into this one,
Yep.
2 into this one.
Yep.
I'm going to spend a CP and pop smoke.
I hate you. All right, so it's on these guys it's 4s, re-rolling 1s.
Yep.
So I hit with all of them.
Wow, that was so useful.
Thank you for spending
I'm
the
so
CP.
glad that I spent that CP.
I really appreciate that.
Wowzers, what a good CP usage.
3s. All
3?
of them wound, and it's -4, so it's just whatever your inbound is.
I make one of them.
Okay.
So, do they have the melter rule?
Yeah, they still got the old melter rule.
Okay, so 2d6 pick the highest.
First one does
4.
4, second one does 6.
Okay, so that's 10 wounds. Does it explode? It does not. Kind of wish it did.
Do the other one here.
Do I CP it? 1 in 6 chance.
You really want to CP this right now?
Kind of do. So that is a unit destroyed, so I could get one of these.
Let me finish my shots here. And if you want,
Actually, I have to finish this.
well, okay, I'm just saying these are simultaneous.
Okay, so this is how the women are disembarking. Now I got to roll for each one. And on 1s, 1 of them, 2 of them, 3 of them die. That I'm going to spend a CP on. And pass 1, so only 2 die. And we'll pull...
Didn't you do a CP reroll over?
No, I didn't. I didn't use it on the explosion.
Oh, okay.
I'll pull that one away. And I'll pull... Oh, these are 2 damage weapons. These are strength 8, though. This actually matters. I'll pull 1 of each. No, I'll just pull 2 maces. 2 maces. What's their armor save?
These guys are 3 up.
They'll put it at 4 up. This would deal more damage. How many wounds do they have?
3 each.
I'll pull away you. Ah, boop. Okay, and then the vehicle is removed.
Light rhino.
Boop. And now you finish your attacks against this rhino.
Sure.
So
And
2 shots.
3s rerolling ones.
It's 1 hit, 1 miss. Okay, and while you do that, I'll lower my CP down to 3.
I will CP reroll.
Okay,
Yep.
so that's 2 hits.
Okay. So
Wounding on 3s.
yeah, we have assured destruction, so we reroll wounds against vehicles. So we reroll that one.
Yep. So that's 1 wound.
So 1 minus 4.
Okay, 6 up save. Make it.
Nicely done.
Okay, so now this unit's gonna fire and fade. And is it a normal movement?
Yeah, up to 7 inches for them. So
Nice, going back in the vehicle.
absolutely.
Alrighty. Next up we have all of these shooting into Celestine. Celestine reduces damage by 1 with no minimum. So do they.
So 1.
But we're just gonna say it's a minimum damage of 1.
What's your toughness?
Toughness 3.
I like it. All right.
We'll just get back to you with the damage. So we have 15 2 pluses and 4 at 4 plus. So we'll roll them right over here. So Gemini takes a wound, so this Gemini is gone. The other Gemini ignores 1, takes 1, and then I have 15, you said?
15.
Okay, so there's 6, 10, 15. So, doing these until she dies. Oh, she just die immediately. Okay. And again, rules as written, this actually does absolutely nothing to Celestine. So if you're bringing these to a tournament and the tournament does not FAQ this unit can't even harm Celestine or the Paragon Warsuits. Okay, so 2s.
Here you go.
Alrighty.
Clean slate.
Celestine will take 2 wounds.
I'll take it.
Okay, so she goes from, I think, 6 to 4.
No.
I think she has 6 wounds.
No,
Yep, they have their pistols.
Yes, and they're also Eldar, so they're hitting in 3s. I think we're gonna.
Yep.
Can I fire into that character?
No, the rhino's
the
closer.
rhino. So I'll fire into these guys here just to see how their suits hold up. They're 2 up armor, right?
Yep.
So I need 3s, and then 3s and 6s are minus 3.
So that's all but 1 miss. All but 2 miss, sorry.
And 3s to wound.
And
Just
2
two
wounds.
2 ups.
Make both.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Don't think I have a lot to do.
Phew. Are they going to charge Celestine?
I think they might, but her flamer is nasty though, isn't it? Like a 12.
Our flamer might actually. Well, we got to check range.
I think what I'm gonna do.
That would be an 11-inch charge. It doesn't look like you're going to do it.
I'm gonna have the Banshees charge the Rhino and. Does this have a flamer?
No, it has a Stormbolter.
Okay, so I'm gonna charge the Rhino and your character.
Just one character or both
Oh,
characters?
there's 2 characters here?
Yes. The Magnifier and her.
Who's? They both have 4 up in bone or no?
They, she does. She has a 5 up.
Okay.
Do you want to charge Sacristans?
You really would like me to, wouldn't you?
No, not really.
No. So what is each one? I mean, I've got to charge the one in front.
One has a mace.
Right.
That's this one.
Yeah.
And a 4-up invo. The other one has a book.
A book.
And a bolter. And a bolt pistol. And a banner.
All right.
But they're both strength 4.
Sure, I'll do both.
Actually, she's strength 4. He is not. Or she's not in this case.
All right, I'll do both.
Okay, looks like a minimum you're going to need is about 4 inches.
Yeah, I got +3 to my roll. So
Yeah, so do you roll a 1? Okay, you make it. Wowzers. Okay, so they charged in here.
I'm gonna move it just a little bit, but just
Okay.
not facing quite yet. Just enough for me to engage it. So
Now, obviously, they're going to activate first, and that's the only charge you're doing?
I don't think I want to do any other charges because they advanced. I don't really see. I mean, I could. How many wounds does Celestine have left?
4. It's 11
I'm only
inch.
gonna hit you on like 4s or 3s, and then I'm gonna wound you. It's so stupid.
Wing it? I mean, chances are you're not going to make the charge.
I know, but if I.
But you know that this is dumb, and that means that it's a guaranteed charge.
It's just so stupid to move. No, I'm not gonna do it.
Are you sure?
I'm positive.
Are you completely sure?
Yeah, the Guardians are gonna just sit right there.
Okay.
And the Guardians do best.
So their attacks, how do you want to split this, or do you want to put all of them into her or her?
Who's got the lower invo?
She does.
She does. So.
Well, technically the Rhino does at 6.
Yeah, nice. So I'll do this like this here, and then that there, so I can have these 4 attacks here, and then I'm gonna do 2 like this.
Okay, remember when you pile in, you do have to go towards the closest enemy, but you can still pile in this way.
Yeah.
So, there we go.
All right, so we're gonna do.
Whoop.
I just want one of them dead.
You're probably going to get both of them. They're pretty weak characters.
Only put one.
So
only one into them. The other one's gonna.
Okay, so this one
Yeah.
is the Exarch going into Thaddeus, or the Exarch going into the.
Where's the green mask? I can't see it.
This is your Exarch.
So it'll be going into. Is this?
This is Thaddeus.
That's Thaddeus. So the Exarch into Thaddeus. Everything else into the other person.
Okay, so let's just pile in like this.
There you go.
So we know that you're not attacking her.
Right.
Okay.
Okay.
So that looks like you have 8 attacks, because I think they have 2 attacks apiece.
They do. So we'll start with the Exarch first and Thaddeus.
Okay. No minuses to hit. Hitting on 3s.
Hits with 2, and then.
Wounding on strength. Your strength. 4.
4 now because of power.
Yep.
So 3s.
3s.
So it's 2 at minus.
Doesn't matter.
3.
4 up. Takes
2.
both.
Yep.
How much damage are those swords?
Just 1.
Oh, okay. I think Thaddeus is down to 2 wounds.
Okay.
I think this guy is actually like super underrated for what he is. Yeah, he has 4 wounds. He's down to 2. Okay.
The other one.
Hitting on 3s.
Wow. Okay.
I'm okay with this.
I whiffed. No, you're not okay with
No, I am okay.
No,
with
you're
this.
not.
Yes, see, I am okay with this. This is great. This is my faith in the God Emperor.
You take 4 wounds?
That one can, I believe.
I'll reroll 1.
I'll actually check before you spend the CP to reroll. I believe in Magnifiers are 4 wounds. They might be 3. Magnifiers don't have their... Okay, so the Magnifier does have 4 wounds. So you have 3 attacks through right now?
Yeah, I'm thinking
Command point reroll.
maybe.
In the words of the God Emperor to Horus Lupercal, or the vengeful spirit, do what you want.
You see how many horrible rolls I made. So I'm just going to go for the wounds. All wounds. There's 3 of them at minus 3.
I make none of them. She's down to a single wound. Okay.
Okay.
So down to 1. I'll put this on the Rhino. We know it's not the Rhinos. The Rhinos is red, and I'm going to forget this instantly.
Okay, so we got it like this.
Yep. And then I'm going to do my attacks back, and I'm just going to... Do I do them on camera? Do I do them off camera? I'm going to do them off camera.
Okay. I am.
So right now, she is upping her strength to 4.
Yeah.
Thaddeus is giving her 1 additional attack. She has 4 attacks.
Right.
Hitting on 3s normally, so because you're Banshees, hitting on 4s. I'm going to be swinging into your squad because I can't individually do things. I'm going to hit twice. Seems good so far. That's a 6. That's an additional hit since I charged this turn. So that's 3 hits. I was charged this turn. Was charged. Big brain. Strength 4, toughness 3, 3s.
Yeah.
That is 1 heckin' wounds. So one roll.
Any minuses? Or
I
no?
just punched you in the face.
Okay. And I took it.
No, you're good.
I'm good.
Okay, so Thaddeus has 3 base, plus 1 for his own war hymn, because it's the old war hymn and it's amazing, and you can totally keep doing this, tournament players.
Right.
Keep doing this. So he's going to be hitting on 4s normally, but now 5s. So come on, Thaddeus, give them a right proper bonk. You hit once, and you get to reroll all of these because you were charged. You know what? You would have hit 3 times. So 1 wounding on 2s because of strength 6. That's a wound. AP actually has a minus because it's a power maul, but it's an old power maul. So it's AP -1.
Yeah, 5. Nope.
He gave one a right proper bonk.
He did. Let's do this one here. If I do, I'm just trying to see out this one here. Oh, sorry.
Bonk.
Sorry about
It's all
that.
good. So the Rhino came in and killed one of them, which is amazing. I absolutely love this.
I really think the driver just like opened the hatch and like just smack one.
Kicked the door open and just shot one.
Stick that.
Alrighty. So with that, we end your turn. You do have engage on all fronts because you have warp spiders over here.
Yep.
These warp spiders, we forgot to film this. I do apologize. But the warp spiders shot into them, did nothing.
Did nothing, yeah.
So that was during the shooting phase. It's all good. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4 table edges.
Yep.
So that's 3 points for you for that.
Yep.
So let's go ahead and make sure we got that. So for yours, you got 3 points this turn for that. You didn't get the interrogation, did you?
I did.
Oh, you did. So that's 3 points.
Yep.
And then you did not kill a character this turn. You tried so hard.
I tried.
And got so far.
And I got within 1 point here and 2 points there.
Yeah. All right. So we go into Sisters of Battle. Turn 2. So at the start of the phase, I get 10 points for holding an objective here, holding an objective here, and holding an objective here. And I'm not holding more than you. So we go into shooting movement phase. And the movement phase, we did stuff. These girls pretty much just shifted around so that they can get rapid fire shots on them.
Yeah.
Heavy bolter stood still, but that doesn't matter. They're getting a 4 up to hit now, which you're -1 to hit anyway, so doesn't matter. Morinval and and essentially her bodyguard moved up. The Celestian Sacristans moved up. The Repentia disembarked and moved up. I'm going to keep this Rhino here. It's kind of safe right now unless I kill all of them. So to kill all of them, I have the Dogmata and the Canoness coming up. Canoness has a 6-inch charge. Dogmata has like a 3-inch charge. Over here, the Paragon Warsuits moved over, as well as Celestine. Celestine does have range on Fugan, which is really good. And I kind of elected to ignore these, but I have 1 unit in rapid fire range, 1 unit not in rapid fire range, 1 unit not rapid fire range, and all these heavy bolters are going to go into them to try to deal with them. They're 3 wounds apiece or 2 wounds apiece?
3 wounds each.
3 wounds each.
Yeah.
That's rude. Stop it. Anyway.
Oh, I'm sorry. What were your suits again? How many?
Oh, don't worry about them.
There were 4, right? That makes them super bird.
Well, wait. How many points are these?
A lot. They're
Yeah, aren't they like 300 or something?
They're 8th edition. That's
Yeah.
what we'll call it. They're 8th edition. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So the war hymns did go off. This unit has +1 attack. Morinval selected them for re-rolling everything. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So now we go into... Oh, wait. I wanted to make sure you're within 6. That was one of the big things. Just so you're within 6 so you get the re-rolls of 1. That was it. And yeah. So now we go into shoot 'em up phase.
There we go.
From the Battle Sisters, all of them. I shot into them first. Well, actually, I shot into them first. Killed 3 of them. You spent a CP to give them a 4-up invo.
Yep.
All the bolters here went into them. All the heavy bolters went into these and only dealt one down to 1 wound. This unit fired at the warp spiders, which then retreated, so I couldn't shoot them.
Yeah, flicker jump. Yeah.
And then the heavy bolter shot into them because I picked them as the target for the heavy bolter.
Yep.
And now we're going to go into other shots. So I think the big one is going to be the Paragon Warsuits shooting their multi-meltas into that.
Okay.
And shooting all of their storm bolters into here.
Okay.
Or I might shoot into Fugan. He literally has no bodyguards right now.
No bodyguards.
I might just put a multi-melta into him. No, I'm gonna... Oh, that's actually not a bad idea. Nope, I know what I'm doing. Multi-meltas into tank, storm bolters into them.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, hitting on force with the Paragon Warsuits against that.
Yep.
So unfortunately not re-rolling 2s, but re-rolling wounding now. Looking for 3s. And that is 2 wounds, punching right through it. Does it have an invo?
No, I will.
It's going to be 4 or 5?
So...
Yeah, 5.
5.
Because it's 5, 6, 7, so minus 2. Alrighty, and I'll do the Stormbolters off camera. Here, put some shots into them, did nothing. But put the rest of the shots into Fugan and did nothing. Shots from the Stormbolter on the Rhino killed 2 of them. The rest of their shots did nothing. And now we have Celestine shooting her flamethrower into Fugan. So, d6 shots. 4 shots into the Fire Lord.
Fire into the Fire Dragon Exarch. I love it.
Right?
I love it.
Wounding on 3s. That's all 4 wounds.
Okay.
AP -1, you're in cover, so I just get rid of your cover.
So, he has 2 of saves. 2s.
Okay.
Takes
And
1.
we get him for 1 wound.
Thank you.
Why?
As soon as you wound Fugan, he gets +2 attacks and +2 strength.
Ah, okay.
I'm very happy now. Hey, bummer.
Oh, Fugan has a 5-up, feel no pain,
Yeah.
you made it.
Yeah, I did. Sorry.
So, Lasgun from the Priest is a miss. And we still have a few things to shoot. Oh yeah, there's a bolt pistol going into him as well. I'll just do that off camera.
Sure.
Okay, so multi-meltas into them, but first the Stormbolter. Try to pick off those wounds. Actually, I might do... No, this first. That's all hits. Wounding on 5s with the Stormbolter. That is 1 wound. Let's hope we can pick off that last guy. No, okay. For 2 shots with the multi-melta. That's 1 hit, 1 reroll because of Mornval. 2 hits. And that is 2 wounds.
What's that?
AP -4, so this guy is definitely dead.
Yep.
And then another one, they only have 3 wounds?
Yeah, you kill 2.
Yeah, another one just definitely dies. Okay, then Mornval will attack them. She's gonna put her heavy bolter... Actually, she's probably gonna pick off them with the heavy bolter later. Missiles. 2 hits. For 3s. Really? I feel like I'm missing something where she does get to reroll, but I feel like I might just be dumb. But regardless, she's going to shoot her heavy bolter into them. That's 3 hits. Looking for 5s, because they're strength 6. That's 2 wounds. AP -1.
Okay. 4s.
Come on, fail him. Woo! 4 damage. Because it's 2 and 2, so it kills 1. Blah. Okay. Am I out of shooting? The Dogmata can technically shoot, but I don't think anything's in range. And so can she. But I don't think anything's in range. So that's going to be it for that. Now we got the charge 'em up phase. So some of the first charges, Canoness will charge into the Howling Banshees. She's going to make it with a 10-inch charge. She's going to go all the way over to here. The Dogmata is going to charge. She is going to make it with a 12. Hey, look, she makes it.
She makes it.
Actually, she might go this way. Stay within that 1 inch. She can charge too, which is interesting. So can the Rhino. The Rhino can charge. I should have paid attention. Because the Rhino shot its way out of combat. No, it's not going to charge. Well, maybe it's going to charge. We'll see. How many wounds does the Wave Serpent have left?
This one has 1. This
Okay.
one has 5.
Okay, so we're going to charge this Wave Serpent with the Repentia and Fugan. Needing a 3. Making it with a 9.
Look something. I'm gonna check to see if my...
And this is what that charge looks like. I put 5 on Fugan, 5 on the Wave Serpent. And now the Sacristans want to... I want to be dumb. I really, 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 really want to be dumb. So they have a 4-up invo. There's 8 of them. You have 2d6 flamethrower shots at them. You're going to Overwatch. They are the only thing that can more than likely survive this shot. But I lose almost all of them by doing so. Because you're looking at about 7 and you're wounding on 2s with rerolls.
Awesome.
Oh, this is so dumb.
It's actually not D6 each, D3. Remember?
Oh, it's D3. Oh, hell yeah. We're going to charge 5 against Fugan. What's Fugan's info?
He has no info. He's got a 2-up save, and then he has a 5-up thermal pain.
What, did they forget?
They gave him no info. He's got no info.
What?
2-up save and 5-up thermal pain.
That seems silly.
It is what it is.
Okay, you know what? Oh, this is such a difficult decision. Because if I charge Fugan, I think 5 Repentia with 10 attacks are definitely going to kill him. Yeah, we're gonna charge in here with the Sacristans. They make it with an 8.
Okay,
2d3. 2. I'm okay with this.
Me too.
Phew, on 2s. 4 vulnerables. I make neither. So we'll just kill off. These are going to wound easier. Okay, I got to decide that. Okay, so over here, these made it into combat. I lost 2. I took away 2 maces. She made it in with a 12, and she made it in with a 4. And then I randomly rolled for the priest, thinking she wasn't going to make it. She made it with an 8. So I'm just going to kind of keep rolling until I miss. She's going to charge into the tank. It was an 8-inch charge, I believe. She gets it with a double 1. That's amazing. She just gets to fly across the entire battlefield.
It looked good for a moment.
You know what? I'm surprised this codex doesn't have like assault and then doesn't tell you the range or anything.
Right.
I gotta check some more things, but Fugan is within 12, so he's an 11-inch charge for Celestine. For 8, not gonna make it. Paragon war suits, on the off chance, since you're already Overwatched, on the off chance they can make it to them. I doubt it. They need box cutters. No. What would these girls need? So it's 3 inches down, and then distance over to them. 9. They would need 12. So why not? Do they make a 12-inch charge? No. Okay. Canoness charged already. They charged. Yeah. Oh, and I'm spending. I had a 1 and a 6 up here. I'm spending the 1 for the Canoness, so she has a 1-inch aura ability where you can't take invulnerable saves.
Okay. Where's she at?
Right here. She spent that prior to.
Okay.
Any other charges I wish to declare? No. Okay, so fight 'em up phase.
Tell me where you're starting.
Yeah, I'm starting with the Repentia.
Yeah, I would.
Yep. Before we start the fight phase, there is one more charge I wish to declare, and that's the Magifier against Fugan. Never mind. Roll double ones. Okay, whenever you forget something, it just doesn't work regardless. Alright, so starting off the fight phase with the Repentia. Okay, so the way we're doing this is 3 of them are attacking the vehicle. The rest are attacking Fugan, and I think there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, still 7. So it's 14 attacks. Bloody Rose, I am going to spend 1 command point for Tear Them Down. Use this stratagem in the fight phase when an order of the Bloody Rose unit from your army is selected to fight. Until the end of that phase, each time a model in that unit makes a melee attack, an unmodified hit roll of a 6 automatically wounds the target.
How cool is that?
Yeah.
I like it.
So, a whole bunch of attacks. 6s explode also.
Nice.
So, we don't get any rerolls. We're hitting on 4s. Because we're not close enough to Marnval or anything. But these 6s gain additional attacks. So, we get 3 additional attacks. And these 6s also auto-wound him.
Okay.
So, we got 3 wounds so far.
Okay.
And now we're strength 6, he's toughness 3.
4.
Toughness 4, winning on 3s. So, that is 5, 6, 7, 8 wounds at AP minus 2. Minus 3, 3 damage, needing 5s.
Yeah. There we go.
Oh wow, he might have lived.
Maybe.
How many wounds does he have?
5 left so far.
Oh, he's dead.
Maybe. He's got to feel no pain.
2 damage apiece.
2 damage each, you said?
Yep.
Okay.
So it's 8 saves.
So let's see. Yeah. 2, 4, 6, 8 damage.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, Fugan. So basically, you had 5 left, you did 8. I need to make at least 4 of these. Is that what it is? I think so.
And this is 6 up?
No, it's 5 up from open.
Okay, well.
I didn't make it that way.
Okay.
He does.
So Fugan is into the clouds.
Well, his poor little suit collapses and the little spirit stone goes flying off trying to find another fire dragon somewhere.
Okay, so he turns into the Green Lantern. Got it.
Pretty much.
Okay, so, and then we have 6 attacks, because 2 attacks each from these girls into that. Oh yeah, they get to reroll everything when they charge. I keep forgetting about that. So, rolling to hit, re-rolling these, needing 4s.
Okay.
6s explode and also cause auto wounds. So, we just, these 2 6s become 2 additional hits.
Nice.
These all hit. Wounding on toughness of that vehicle?
7.
Wounding on 5s. So it looks like just 1. 3.
3? 8 minus 3?
Yep.
Nice.
I don't think Zealot rerolls to wound rolls, but let me check.
So I missed 2, so 2 go through.
So
let me
that's
see
4
if-
damage.
Yeah, he's got 1 left. So let's see if it explodes.
Please don't.
No.
Ooh, you implode. Cool.
Okay.
And then you place the fire dragons,
Yep.
and then you roll to see if they die. They're just gonna go ahead and pile in towards the closest enemy, about 3 inches. So boop, boop, beep, bop, boop, boop. You know, they really should make a rule in 40K where your base has to land flush with the ground. Because it would get rid of wobbly model syndrome.
Sure, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna pick my next unit. And I'm gonna pick the...
I think I'm going to interrupt, actually.
No!
I'm going to interrupt.
Okay. How many command points do you have left?
After that, I'm going to have 2.
2 command points left after that?
I think it's worth it.
Okay. So the Banshee Exarch is interrupting where she's swinging
Same target. The one that has a...
into Thaddeus.
Yeah.
Okay. Rolling to hit, needing 3s.
Now, which one has the no inbound one? Is it-
It's the Canoness.
Okay, so I'm going to do the Canoness instead then.
Okay, so Canoness Olivia Kane is being swung at.
Yes, she is. 3s.
Hits twice. Wounding her on 3s.
3s. Yep.
That's 2.
Minus 3.
AP doesn't matter because it's 4 up. Make 1, take 1. So it's just 1 damage.
Yeah.
Alrighty, she is down to 4.
I thought you had one left.
Oh no, that's the Canoness.
That was who I was swinging at. It was the one they had 1 arm, 1 wound left. That's why I was swinging at.
Oh, she's out of combat.
Oh, she pulled out of combat?
Yeah. Actually, I shot my way out of combat. Did you want to redo that?
I wanted to kill a character, so it would be 50.
Okay, so swing at Thaddeus then.
Yep.
He would only take a wound
Yep.
because the invo saves don't change,
Right. But he,
and he survives.
right, but he has 1 wound left.
Yes.
He had 1 wound left.
Okay, so now I'm going to finish my combats,
Hey.
and we're going to go with Morinval because she's just cool and I want to show her off. She's going to do the lunging strike. Each time an attack is made with this weapon's profile, an unmodified wound roll of a 6, the target suffers 1 mortal wound in addition. So she has 5 attacks with that. So we'll take this dice, these 3, and this one. So, rolling to hit. She actually doesn't get Bloody Rose, so she doesn't have the +1 attack. But on 6s, she explodes. So it's 1 additional. But she does get Sacred Rites. And then wounding on 3s. And then that's 1 mortal wound and 4 wounds.
What's the minus on
AP
it?
-3.
4 wounds?
Needing 6s.
Nope.
No.
So you kill.
They're 3
1.
damage apiece.
Oh, you killed both of them then. They're gone.
Hit that. So then she will activate and go this way. And then I'll choose my next charging unit, which will be this. They can't do anything, so they'll just go this way. This will activate, go this way. This will activate and go this way. Alrighty, and then we have, you already went with your defenders.
I did.
So,
Oh,
I have the Canoness.
No, I did my interrupt, not my defender.
Yeah.
but I only have it. No.
Okay, so are you ready for the craziness of the Canoness?
Let's do it.
Okay, so she has Beneficence, or however the heck you pronounce this. So in total, I think she has something like 9 attacks.
Nice. Just remember she's -1.
Which might actually come in handy. So she has 4 attacks base, +1 for the charge, and then she gets her Crazy Chainsword, which gives her this relic replaced with the following profile. I know she gets a lot of attacks from this thing. It's not listed here, which is funny. So now she gains 3 more attacks for Beneficence, and then explodes on 6s. So that 6 is an explode.
Nice.
She misses a few times.
She does.
Hitting on 2s. And then this thing is strength 5.
Okay.
So winning on 3s. Which is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 wounds.
Okay.
AP minus of this weapon is AP -2.
4 -2.
Yep.
Okay.
I really like the Crazy Chainsaw. It's fun. So 4 saves on the Howling Banshee Exarch.
25. Yeah, no. -2. I need 6s.
There we go. Made 1. So she dies.
She does. Actually, she converts over.
Right?
I'll join your order.
Right?
I'm a girl. I'll join.
So activating her for her pylon, and then Thaddeus's pylon, he'll go over here with his 1 wound. The other girl will activate. She can't activate. They are done with their turn.
Okay.
I think I am done with my turn.
Okay.
So we have a panic check on. Oh, did you roll for the explosion on them?
I didn't explode.
The vehicle got destroyed. They
no,
need to roll.
I have not. I have
Okay.
not. I'll roll.
Let's just make sure we remember that.
No, I'll get right now. 3.
Boop.
Lose 1.
2.
2.
Which is a panic check. Maybe.
No. All right.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Well, this is a panic check. All right, now watch you roll a 1. Here we go. You're going to roll that 1.
I'm thinking. It might be
Do you want to spend the last 2 CP?
It might be worth it because honestly, they have OBSEC because they're guardians.
You could run up during your turn and take this, but then,
Yeah. I mean, it just causes you to have to go after me is all.
yeah,
So
the debate is real.
it really is honestly because it's not about who you kill. It's about
The objectives.
holding objectives. And I'll spend the 2 command points for OBSEC.
Okay, so they pass their leadership,
Yep.
and then that is it for the turn, so I'll get back to you with the points. So going into the next round, Sisters of Battle are leading with 20 points to 16, so it's still a very, very, very close game.
Oh, it is.
As we go into Eldar, turn 3. Okay, at the start of your movement phase, at the beginning of the phase itself,
I think I remember you.
yep, you're good to do that. She selected them to get the rerolls for everything. I cast the +1 attack on them, the War Hymns. And then over here, she gave her the +1 invulnerable save. And then you actually got a turn on my turn that's on your turn.
Mike, your turn. That's on my
Oh,
turn.
wait, hold up. I got to remember that I actually did more on my turn
Yeah.
that's on your turn.
Okay.
I gained another faith point.
Nice.
And then I used a miracle dice on her to extend her aura to 3 inches around her. And then on your actual turn, you moved up.
Yep.
They advanced, ran into this building, which is
Yep.
rude of them.
was.
This is Imperial space, and you're not respecting it at all.
It's a little dirty. We're the cleanup crew.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
Oh, yeah.
That's why you're yellow.
Exactly. We're a little dingy. Silly.
Over here, the warp spiders remembered that they're actually a part of this game, jumped over here.
Yeah, they did.
The wave serpent was just like yeet and moved back.
Yeah.
The dark reapers moved down out of the building.
Yeah.
The warlock, Farseer on jet bikes stayed pretty much still.
He hasn't moved yet. I'm not done with him yet. I'm not
Okay.
sure where to put him yet, honestly.
The Wraith Lord moved up a little bit. The 2 guardians back there just kind of moved back with the
Yep.
Farseer
Yep.
or Spirit Seer.
Yeah.
These 3 are still holding this objective. At the beginning of your turn, you gained 10 points. So let's make sure we get you down for that. So you did get 10 points. Because you don't control more than me yet.
Yet.
Yet being the key word.
Yet. We're going to try.
Yeah, because I think I'm only going to gain 5 on my turn.
We're going to...
Actually, I might not gain any.
We'll see. We'll see
Yeah.
how we do.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, so where are those guys coming down?
I think...
So the Swooping Hawks came down here, and now they get to drop their bombs.
Yep.
And they're going to drop them on these sisters.
Yep.
More than likely. Okay.
Every 6 is a mortal one.
Don't roll any, please.
I'd be happy with 2. Doug, come on!
Oh, okay.
Didn't even total 6. Barely.
Wait, how do you roll 6 dice?
I don't know.
Okay.
All right.
Psychic phase.
Psychic phase. Okay. So.
So we actually made a slight error. You killed Gemini's here.
Yep.
And that's 6 points for character slayer.
Okay.
Or assassinate.
Right.
Right?
Yep.
Score 3 victory points at the end of the battle for each enemy character. Yep, and they are characters.
Yep.
Okay, so psychic phase.
So we're gonna do interrogation from him. I've got like a couple things that are right at the 24-inch range.
Yep, so Celestine, let's just say.
Yeah, sure. It's 4. I need a 4. I get an 8.
Okay, let me see if I can negate that. Come on, 6. No, goes. So that's another 3 points for you.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, that's exactly what I wanted. There we go.
Okay. I'm gonna cast Guide on the Wraith Knight, or
Okay.
Lord, or whatever he is. I need a 7.
5, 6.
I do not get it.
So spend it, or
Yeah, I'll do the riddle. I need a 7.
okay, this is the abilities.
And
5.
I get it. 8.
All right, let's see if we negate. We don't.
Okay. And then I'm going to doom. What am I gonna do?
Witness your
What am
doom.
I gonna do? We're just gonna make sure Repentia goes down. We're gonna doom them.
No!
They're doomed on 8. They are doomed.
How many command points do I have? I don't want them to die as much to death. So we'll go down to 1 command point. And I will try to negate it on a 4+. Yeah, negated.
Okay. All right.
All right.
So they're not doomed.
No doom.
No doom. All right. Let's do. Some
We did not witness your doom.
Let's do some shooting instead then.
All right. Fire dragons back here opened up on the Repentia and killed 3 of them. Boop.
You literally have smoking sisters now. They're
Yep.
smoking hot.
That is so lame. I love it.
All right. Next, we're gonna.
Farsi is going to shoot into the Repentia.
Shooting catapults first. He needs 2s.
That's
He hits.
all.
He needs toughness 3.
Yeah, 2, 3.
So 3s.
That's 3.
3 at
Hey, I make 1. All right, what's the damage?
the 1 each.
Yep, 2 dead.
Okay, next comes the singing sphere. It
Miss.
misses. We'll go over here. The 2 guardians.
4 shots.
Hit
That's 2
twice.
hits.
3's the wound. It's 2 wounds.
I make neither, and it's 1 damage apiece.
Yep.
I don't make either, so that's
more.
2 more dead. So this is why I'm liking Sacristans more. They're the same points and just way more survivable.
Right. Shuriken pistol from the
Pew! That's a hit.
hits. Oh, it's a -3.
That doesn't matter. I fail it. 1 damage. I fail it.
Okay.
Boop. Okay.
All right.
What next?
That is the question.
I mean, you have those 3 guys right there.
I do. I kind of want to start on them first, but let me. Shuriken catapults on them. I'm gonna fire the missile launcher on them. Actually, no, the missile launcher and the bright lance on them right now.
Okay. So let's just get the bright lance out of the way.
Bright lance
Pew! Hits.
hits.
Wounds.
-4.
Don't make the save. Damage.
Does 2.
2. So it's down to 5.
Missile launcher
Down to 5.
hits. does not wound.
Okay.
Shuriken catapult.
Oh, also, there's no unit inside this anymore.
Shuriken catapults.
And that's into the two little sisters?
Yep. Oh, the two little. Yeah. 3s. It's 2 wounds, no minus.
6s. Make neither. 1 damage?
Damage.
6s. Make neither.
And that is.
It's supposed to be ignoring on 5 pluses, so this one's still alive.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
So I'm gonna do the wave serpent. I'm gonna do my shuriken catapults on that. I'm gonna do my cannon, and I'm gonna disperse my serpent shield on them.
Okay.
So let's do the catapults on them.
Hitting on what? 4s?
4s now. Yep.
Okay, that's 3 hits. Strength?
4. So it's 2 wounds.
Okay. 6s. I make neither, then 5s, because 1 damage each.
Yep.
Nope, she's dead.
Yay.
Repentia died. I get to roll one of these, and I get a 1. And then I get 1 for the Repentia dying. So one of my units died, which is a cocked dice, which is a 5.
Okay. So I got
4 hits.
it's the toughness is 3.
Toughness 3.
So 2 to 1.
Phew.
So it's 3 wounds, no minus.
Choose. Makes both.
Okay. Serpent shield, D3 mortal wounds.
1.
1 mortal wound on them.
I don't think they have a way of ignoring it, so I'll just check. 1 more dice.
Okay. So,
You still have these guys.
I know, I'm trying to think how I'll do this here. So I'm gonna do, 2 of the missile launchers on this one here, and I'm gonna, since you have 1 wound left, I'm gonna do the dispersed missiles, and then I'm gonna do the same exact thing with this, and then the catapults on them.
Okay. So which one do you want to do first?
I'll do the 2 missiles on this one here.
Okay. So these are the 6 shots, or?
They do two shots each.
Okay.
Yep.
So 4 shots, hitting on 3s.
Yep.
Alrighty.
So 1 hit. Lovely.
Woo!
4 to wound because it's strength 5. And no. That
Okay,
was-
so you live.
Yeah, because I got greedy.
Right, now the rest of the missiles?
Do the regular shots, missiles, and the other ones all hit. They're toughness 3, so it's 3 to wound.
3s.
So it's 2 wounds at -2.
So 2 4-up saves. What do you have left to shoot with?
Well, I've got the shuriken cannon still. Still got the warwalker still. I've got the guardian still. I've got the warp sweeping hawks.
Okay, so the only thing you have at this is potentially that. Okay, you know what? I'm going to use an act of faith and use this 4-up to auto pass one of these.
Okay.
And then what's the doesn't matter.
Okay. That was nice.
Okay, and I used a 4-up for that. So in my dice pool over here, I have a 1, a 5, and a 6.
I'm gonna spend 1 point. Oh, I gotta do the the cannon first.
Okay. Phew!
I reroll because I'm an exarch. Myself only though. He hits 2s to wound and 6s are -3.
Okay.
1 save.
Woo! Make it.
Okay. I'm gonna spend 1 point for fire and food.
Okay, so they're going to run away again. So that's your only command point this turn. Alrighty. And then they're going to run away.
Yeah, I think so.
They ended up behind here. And now we have the wall walker. Is the only target is this? Yes. Yes, it is.
It's not obscuring, right?
Nope.
I'm gonna go after that suit. Yep.
So we just checked the line of sight, and this right here
Yeah.
covers this perfectly, but can still see them.
Alright, so I get D6 shots from the missile launcher.
Okay.
Gives me 3
3 shots.
and 3s, and they need 3s again.
One hit?
1 hit.
No wounds.
Now the bright lands, come on, bright lands.
That's a 1.
That would be negatory Ghost Rider. Okay. So, fired.
So we have the Swooping Hawks,
No,
the
I'm gonna do the Warp Spiders first.
Warp Spiders, and the Guardians back here that didn't fire. So these shot into these sisters, killed one, which was the Heavy Bolter, which kind of sad, but she had a 2-up, everyone else had a 3-up.
Yeah, pretty
So I kept taking it on her until she died.
Yep.
Okay, so now these are going to shoot, and you're thinking the Paragon Warsuit?
I think it's the smart. Well, if I shoot the ones on top there though too,
I have a 3-up save.
I know, but it also gets rid of my ability to charge you. If you're there still.
Yep.
It just puts pressure though. That Warsuit though just is so tasty, and it's just, but it's you're 2-up safe though. So I think the smarter call would be to shoot the girls on top.
Okay.
I'll do that.
All right, so how many shots do they have?
4 each.
4 each?
Yeah, 1,
Whoa.
2, string 3 though.
Okay, shooting into them, hitting on 3s.
3s, yeah.
That's a heck load.
I like that roll.
Yeah.
Force twin. I don't actually do the rolls though. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 saves.
5, 6, 7. Yep. Okay.
7 3s.
So 6, 7. Yes. 3 saves. Oh, they're dead.
Okay. Work.
Sister fell to her death. There's 1 unit directly in front of you.
Whatever is the unit is in front of me, that's what I'm shooting at.
The one under here can't get line of sight, but everyone else should be able to.
Okay.
Maybe not them. I'll have to
Remember, I'm
check.
actually.
Into the sisters up here, killed all but 2 of them. And now we have a charge phase.
Yeah.
This unit is gone.
Yeah, that's the question. What do I do?
Do you actually want to charge?
I don't think I do. I'm looking here. I don't think I want to charge. There's nothing back there, right?
There's nothing back here. There's just dead sisters.
I have no chargers.
Alrighty, so leadership test on them. 4, 5, 6, 7, they're good. And leadership 7, leadership on them, they lost 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, they're good. And that's it.
Okay.
Alrighty, so we go into the end of your turn.
Yep.
You destroyed 2 units. 1.
I killed the Repentia and then I killed the sisters over there.
Yep, so 2 units.
Yep.
So that's important. I got to kill 3 of your units.
Yep.
Okay, so you didn't get any more for assassinate. You did get interrogate, and you do have units on all board sides, so that's another 3.
Yep.
And no to assassinate. So your current... Oh, you actually are pretty much maxing out on... No, you're not maxing out. That's primary. Sorry. So you're looking at 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38. 38 points currently.
Right.
To my, what? 25?
Yep.
As we go into Sisters, turn 3.
Yep.
And I think I'm only going to get 5 points for this.
Yep.
All right, Sisters of Battle, turn 3. So all of these sisters are going to stay still so that they can shoot this unit. The Dogmata and Thaddeus came back this way. The Rhino shifted back this way to help deal with them. The Paragon Warsuit turned around to deal with them and them. And then over here, the other Paragon Warsuits moved up. Canoness Olivia Kane moved up. Maya Magafire moved up. Celestine moved up, but before she moved, she resurrected a sister, put it 2 inches in front of her, and made her charge just a bit easier. The Sacristans moved up as well, and we're going to go into shoot 'em up phase. So the biggest thing is actually getting rid of this, which since this is all bolters, I'm just going to roll it off camera. But there's a lot of target units we need to kill. You have a target-rich environment. I am popping 76's ult.
Right.
So shot into here, killed 5 of them. Now I'm going to shoot into them. You're going to use flicker jump to run away.
Yeah, I rolled a 10, so we're gonna do this.
Jumping back under here.
Yep.
Okay, well they're off the objective, which is good.
Yep. But so are you.
That's fine.
I'm totally okay with that.
So shots fizzle here. So this thing will choose to shoot.
Okay.
It's going to put its bolters into them.
Okay.
And I'm going to check range on its multi-melta. So multi-melta is going to shoot the transport.
Okay. -1.
It's going to be 2 hits.
Even a -1?
Yeah, I hit on 4s.
Okay.
2 wounds.
I have no save.
2d6. I'm going to fate point one of these into a 6. How many wounds does it have? 5?
Five.
It's dead. It's dead.
Let's see if it explodes right now. I really love to roll a 6 right now.
Yeah, that would suck.
It does.
Oh, that sucks.
Okay.
Alrighty, so
Let me go-
explosion of 6 inches more than likely.
Let's take a look.
Okay, so hitting the sacristans, D3.
We need a 3.
That's going to be 1.
Well, I'll take it.
Do I have any maces left? No, I don't. So 1 dead. Against Morinval, it's going to be 2. She ignores 1, so she's down to 4. Against the 2 guardians,
Sure.
well, this is where you're going to get the 3. 2 of them, they're dead.
Bye-bye.
And then against the Shadow Spectre person,
Yeah.
the Hard Witch,
You
2.
just 2.
Alrighty. So that thing's down to what, 2?
Yeah.
My priest is down to 1 wound. And then that is it from that. And now the shooting into here. She shot into them, did nothing. So now we have this unit shot and did nothing. They're all pretty much finished. They're finished. This is finished. We have this now. Canoness Kane unfortunately has nothing in range. The banner is going to fire her bolter into those 2 and hit twice. And okay, we'll just pretend that that didn't happen. These 3 are going to fire their multi-meltas into the Wraith Lord and their storm bolters more than likely into them.
Nah.
So the Warsuits shot in and killed 4 of them. So that's an auto-failed morale test. Okay, and now we have 6 shots with multi-meltas going into the Wraith Lord. Hitting on 3s, now 4s, because you're still -1 to hit, right? We get to reroll that 1 at least. E. Nope. Okay, so one of them is paying attention.
Toughness
3s. That's 1 wound. AP -4. No save. D6. I am going to use an Act of Faith and give them 5 damage. Alrighty. So, how many wounds does that thing have?
10. I believe.
10. Damn. Okay.
I'll double check. I'm pretty sure it's 10.
Well, as you're checking that, Celestine's going to shoot her flamethrower and 2 bolt pistols into that unit. So, Flamer, it's going to be 3. Wounding on 3s. That is 2 wounds on those Guardians right there.
2 wounds on the Dire Avengers?
Dire Avengers, sorry.
Okay. Any AP or no?
AP -1.
So 4 ups, 2 of them?
Get both of them.
2 dead.
And then 2 bolt pistols is going to be 2 hits with double 6s. And then 2 wounds with double 5s. No AP.
Okay, so these are 3s. I have 1 wound left for the Exarch.
Yep, because the Exarch has an extra wound.
Yes, indeed.
Alrighty, so I think that is it for my shooting. So now we go into charge o'clock. And I need to measure some things, but Celestine's going to charge here. This looks about like 4 inches to 5 inches. I make it with a 10. Boop. 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 So outnumber that model. There's 1 dude there. I'll charge him with the war suits. They're going to make it with an 11 because apparently that's what we're rolling today.
Nothing wrong with that.
Alrighty. Let's see if we can keep that going. Actually, I'm gonna move over here. And then Canoness Olivia Kane is gonna try to charge in. She may make it. Let's measure that. She actually does make it in. And now, wish I kept that 6, right? The Magnifier is gonna try to charge in. 9, she doesn't. She's a bit further, but I'll still measure it. So even the Magnifier made it. So why not? Let's see if I can make ridiculous charges over here. These girls into that. Holy crap, we might have made it. Where's my tape measure? There you are. Okay. Is it under that 11? Yes, it is. Sacristans will go charging in. And you know what? We'll come in over here. Holding objectives is for nerds. Actually, I'll probably just sit there with her. So other charges. The Paragon Warsuit is going to charge this unit on the top floor. So we measured this earlier. She's just about 3 inches. So to get to them on the top floor, I need about 4.5 inches. And because she's tall, she can make it. Needing a 6, gets it. She's gonna go right there and somehow Shoryuken up the wall because this makes sense, logic. Because 5-inch vertical just seems a bit silly, but I understand it for knights. Although they should just make it a 5-inch radius for things that aren't in base contact with you. Because that would make sense. But anyway, over here we have a couple of charges. This unit is going to charge in. Actually, no, this unit's going to charge in first. They get a 5, so they can get down off the top floor. She can't, so she's going to have to like sit up here and not attack because there's nothing just directly below her. But the Sister Superior is going to make it. This unit needs a 6 just to get down, but why not? We've been rolling like fire. No? Okay. She is going to try to charge. No. The Dogmata needing a 12. No. So at this point, it's just about rolling dice. All right. So that is that. And now we go into which units are going to fight. Starting off the fight phase with Canoness Olivia Kane, she has this many attacks, which is 8 attacks, hitting on 2s. She does not reroll for herself anymore, but these 6s explode into 2 more hits. Okay, which is all 8 hits. And then wounding on 3s. And that is going to be, actually I think it's wounding on 2s, but whatever, I already removed them. 5.
5 4-ups.
Alrighty.
This one, right?
Yep.
All right.
5 4-up saves on the Exarch.
He could do it.
He
Almost.
really thought about
He
it.
thought about it for a second, and then he died. All right.
Okay. So now the Canoness is going to pile in, and she's going to go up to the wall. Then the Magnifier is going to activate, and she's going to go this way. Actually, she would have to go straight. Then actually, let's just put more bodies on this objective. Let's just make sure we're on the terrain. Staying over here. The Magnifier has 1 wound remaining. And you guys can only see the wall, sorry. Alrighty. And then we'll activate Celestine.
Sure.
It has 6 attacks, hitting on 2s. And she explodes on 6s, but she hit 5 times. She is strength 7. Toughness of that thing is
8.
That thing's T8?
It's T8.
Oh, that's so good.
It is good.
5s. She gets 1 wound, AP minus 3.
6 up.
Makes it. Okay, so now it's up to the Gemini to kill it. 4 attacks. That's 3 hits, no explodes. And that is 2 wounds from them. Oh wait, no, 1 wound. They're only strength 4. Yeah, strength 4. So 1 wound, AP minus 3.
Nope.
1 damage. So it's down to 4.
Yep.
Okay, now the Sacristans are going to activate. They have a bunch of attacks. They have 3 attacks apiece. So that's 3, 6, 9, 10, 11, 12. And then 1 more for the Sister Superior. but they have different weapons, so I'm going to pull hers aside because I'm smart. Okay, so hitting on 3s, re-rolling everything. 6s explode into more hits, so I'm just going to re-roll this into a 1, but I'm going to leave this there for this 6 to explode and this 6 to explode. Okay, and now wounding on 2s, strength 8, or strength 7, but even still. 2, 3. So re-rolling these 3. That is 8 wounds. Actually, how many wounds is that? 4, 8, 10. 10 wounds, and the Sister Superior didn't even go yet.
10 4-ups.
Here we go. They're 1 damage each. So let's see what it does. Definitely maybe dead.
Oh, that would be if it had like 7 command points and could reroll them all at the same time. Otherwise, no. He's dead.
Alrighty.
Bye, spirits here. Thanks.
So then they're going to activate, and they're going to go into the Wraith Knight. So the Wraith Knight can punch them if they want. Then we have this fight over here.
Yep.
We have a Sister Superior of the Bloody Rose. She has 2 attacks base, plus 1 for a chainsword, plus 1 for Bloody Rose.
Nice.
She explodes one of them at least.
Nice.
So she hits once. Okay. Wounding on 4s.
Okay.
That is 1 wound. AP nothing.
1 AP nothing.
Yep.
So, 1 5-up.
Here we go. That is 1 more dead. Oh, she will actually pile in an attack too. So she gets 1 attack base plus 1. So 2 attacks. She hits twice. And this is just fists. No wounds.
Okay.
See, that's what happens when you forget.
Yeah.
Alrighty. And that is all of my attacks. Oh, no, this one. Warsuit has 4 attacks, which 1 more attack for Bloody Rose. Looking for those 6s because of the passion. And you know what? We'll just miss with everything. That's cool too.
That works.
That's 2 hits, wounding on 2s. That's, that is a cocked dice. So it's 2 wounds.
Okay.
AP minus 3.
2 die.
Yep. Bleh.
Okay.
Alrighty. And that is it for my attack, so you can attack back. Swooping Hawks are going to attack back into the Paragon Warsuit, which only has a single wound remaining.
2 Swooping Hawks.
Okay, so needing 3s, that's 2 hits. Needing 5s from this. Oh, that's 1.
1. It's a 2-up.
Boop. Made it. Oh, that was risky.
That comes the Exarch.
Yep.
3. Hits with
That's 2.
5's to wound.
Whoa, that's 1.
1 wound minus 3 because it's a power sword.
Alright, 5 up. I don't have any dice left. I make it.
Hey, good job.
Alrighty. And now the Wraith Lord. Okay, swinging back into Celestine. Our Geminis have to take the wounds first.
And 4s.
Alrighty. That's going to be 2 hits.
This is strength 10, so 2 wounds.
So 2s. Alright, that's 2 wounds.
Minus
4 up saves. So the first girl, 4 up. Is this multi-wound?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so she's dead. Second one makes it. So she dies. Bleh.
Cool. I get a character kill.
Yeah, you do. I hate that you bring Celestine, you automatically max out your opponent's assassinate.
Right.
Alright, so that is the end of phase. We have a leadership test. Oh, you still get attacks back over here.
Yeah. It's not going to be a lot, but I get 2.
So 2 of them hitting on 3s. That's 2 misses.
Yep.
So now we go into leadership test phase. These thems up here.
I had this one person like,
Oh, sorry. Just
one person within 3. That way, if I live, like.
Yep. Sorry, that was my bad.
Yeah, it's all good.
Alrighty. So leadership test, they auto fail. So 1 is dead.
Unless I roll a 1.
Yep.
I could roll.
Here
a
it
1.
comes.
I could roll a 1. I don't.
No.
So I lose 1, and on
then
1 or 2.
The other one.
Oh!
You lose the unit, and these girls are going
And
to
that cost literally.
go this way.
It just cost me points.
Alrighty. So that is that unit destroyed.
It is indeed.
So I killed 1, 2, 3 units this turn so far. And then we have a panic check over here, but I think they pass automatically because you only lost 2. Okay. So at the end of this turn, I do get engaged on all fronts again for 3 points because I have a unit here. Yeah, I do have a unit here, and a unit here. So 3 points for engage. So that brings me from 5 to 8. And then grind them down. I did score for another 3. And then bring it down. I did kill another 2 tanks. So 2 to 6. Because the Wraith is 10 wounds, right?
Yes.
Okay. Oh, we didn't kill him.
Didn't kill him.
We're down to 4 on that one. So current score is 15, 21, 25, 20, 33 to I think 36 with you currently in the lead. As we go into Eldar, turn 4. Warp spiders decided to jump out here and say hello. The burbs, they flew somewhere else.
Yep.
They're just gone into the ether with them, which is a shame because now my Paragon Warsuit is exposed.
Which is really, really cool.
Over here, after combat, we wrapped that Wraith Lord.
Yeah.
And then the Farseer came over here to deal with Morinval. But Morinval is like, girl, do you even know who I am? And she's just like, just another Munkai. And she's like, okay.
All right.
The Dark Reapers came up and around over here. The Rhino is sitting there.
Yep.
Look at it, doing Rhino things. Over here, actually, something happened. Look at this mess of books. This is 40K, everybody. Over here, the Ranger came out, and so did, and I'm really proud of him. It's, Pride Month and everything.
Right.
And I got to represent,
Yeah.
And I'm really proud of him.
Yeah.
I'm going to shoot him in the face,
Yep.
but I'm not going to do it out of ignorance.
Absolutely.
I'm going to do it because, well, they came onto an Imperial world, and that's not cool.
Yeah. Well, what's left of Imperial World?
Yeah. Like, look, this is just a little planetary bombardment.
Exactly.
Came out over here, and then the Warwalker is feeling brave and came up. And the Fire Dragons are just chilling back here.
Well, they're gonna get ready to shoot things because they're right in the.
Can they? They actually have no line of sight.
Don't need it. They're inside of a room.
Oh, okay.
Oh, don't need it.
Give them the pew.
Yep.
Alrighty.
Okay. I have 1 command point.
Yeah, you do have a command point.
I got 1.
So mental interrogation.
Oh, it's on like Donkey Kong. Let's go. We're gonna mentally interrogate. I need a 4.
Wait, where is the mental interrogate? Oh my gods! And you.
That's okay. I have a thing that prevents mortal wounds, but.
Okay. So do I negate it? I don't. Continue.
So mentally interrogate. So I save mortal wounds. Let's see how many I take. I take 1, and I save mortal wounds on a.
I think it's like a 2+ or something. Yeah.
Well, it's his helmet, so. Yep, I'm good.
Okay.
So.
And then casting smite.
I don't know. I think Doom might be better, honestly, to make you like.
Worse.
What what's your toughness again?
Toughness 5.
You take how many wounds?
5. 4. 4 left. And she did use her abilities on herself this turn, so she can re-roll everything.
Everything?
Yep, everything.
Including saves?
Not saves.
Okay. All right.
To hit and wound. Sorry, that is not everything.
Okay. Because that'd be really good.
But she's my everything.
Yeah, I gotcha.
I love her.
Aww. So, I don't know whether it would smite be better or if I should do Doom on them.
Well, smite she would get a save against.
Right.
So it's a really tough call right now.
I'm gonna do Doom.
All right, singing the Doom song.
Doom.
Doom, 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 doom,
Doom does go off on a 7.
doom, 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 doom. Goes ahead.
You were doomed.
Somebody is gonna hear that now and just be like, Alexis, I hate you.
Yeah, well, it is what it is. Okay, let's do some shooting.
There's not much of it, but you have 3 fire dragons.
You do. I got like characters right in front of me right now. With those.
Yep.
So, how many wounds do they have each?
The Inquisitor, wow. The Imagifier has 1 wound,
Okay.
and the Canoness has 4 or 5.
Right. Would it be smarter to shoot down? How many do I have for what do you call it for assassination? Am I maxed out yet?
You're at 9.
So I'm not maxed out. So, who's nastier out of the 2 of them?
The Canoness,
Got it. She's got 4 up in them.
yes.
And what does the magnifier have?
A 4-up invo currently.
They both have 4 up.
Yep.
Okay.
Actually, no, she has a 5 up.
Gotcha.
Sorry, she's not in range of her.
Or go after the war suits.
That's a really tough call. I actually think the characters are scarier.
Yeah, those war suits are still so nasty though.
Yep.
I'm
Electing to shoot the characters. Now we have to divide up the shots or shoot them
with the one with the 5-up info. That's the one I'm going after.
all 3?
All 3 of them.
Okay.
Let's just take them off.
Alrighty. Pew!
All hits.
Alrighty.
2 to wound.
Yep.
All wounds -4.
5 up invulnerable save. Let's go. She almost lived. She died.
Okay.
Alrighty. Can you pick her up and hand her to me?
It's the one with the book.
Yeah, it's the one with the giant banner.
This one here.
Yep. You get 3 points for that.
That's what I'm talking about.
Boom.
Okay. So.
Then you got the War Walker right there.
What?
Oh, hand me that die too, because that's going to get confusing for us.
Okay. Let's do the War Walker. Actually, before the War Walker, I'm gonna have him fire his little. He has a shuriken pistol. Actually, no.
Why would you not shoot the?
I'm gonna fire the rifle at her.
Yeah. All right, hitting on
3.
5.
No, that's a force because I moved.
Yep.
I don't.
Miss.
It really did better, did it?
Alrighty.
So both guns here on them.
Yep. That makes sense.
Okay, we'll start with the missile launcher.
Pew!
Hits. So bright lance.
Does it hit? It hits.
Does. Okay.
Alrighty, so missile for damage or for wounding?
3s. It does.
Does.
The one needs a 3. No,
Does not.
So it's -2.
Okay. So 4 up save from the missile. I don't make it. I have no command points. D6 damage,
I need
reduced
to
by
roll
1.
5 or 6 to be nice right now. 6.
6 down to a 5, so 1 dies.
I'll take it.
And I will kill off. That's the leader, so bleh.
Okay.
There we go.
The cool thing about being here is I'm currently in hand-to-hand. I can shoot you.
Is he a vehicle?
He is. Oh no, he's a monster though.
I don't know if monsters can. Can they?
Yeah, monsters can.
Okay.
Yeah.
I know it's -1. That's it.
For heavies.
Because it's a monster in close combat? Where's it shooting?
You know, I'm almost maxed out on my character points, but I really want to kill another.
Yeah, if you kill another Gemini, you pretty much max out.
Pretty close. So,
Yeah, but you're at 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, if you kill one more, you get it.
right.
All right.
So I'm gonna actually, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna fire, and these are toughness 3, right?
T3.
So I'm gonna fire. Yeah, I'm gonna fire at these guys.
Okay, so everything into the Gemini?
Yep.
Or, well, Celestine's unit?
But they're, yeah, well, everything in the end.
Okay.
So let's start with the shuriken catapults.
Alrighty.
I need 4s.
Hitting on 4s, that's 1, 2 hits.
Yeah, and then I need 3s, and then 6s explode minus a lot, which is both -3. 2 at -3.
Okay, so 2 4-ups. I make neither.
So kill them.
Yep, those are 1 damage weapons.
Yep, they are.
Technically, they deal nothing. Rules as written. God, tournament players are going to abuse the ever-living crap out of this army.
I know. And
You
then
maybe take a break.
heavies, missile launcher first, misses, and then I need the bright lance, misses. Okay.
Yep.
And that's all I
Sitting
want to
on
do.
4s.
Perfect.
And then I think we are done with your shooting phase
No,
aside from
no,
this.
No, I got them. And,
Oh, yeah.
I've got a lot actually. So let's start with
Sorry, my bad. I forgot about these.
him on them.
Okay, go ahead.
Shuriken catapults first.
Pew!
2s, all hit.
That's all.
And your toughness 5 or 4?
Yep, T5.
So 5s to wound and 6s are -3. So nothing.
Okay,
and
then.
And then his little singing sphere, whatnot. Hits on a 2, 2 to wound any infantry.
Not an infantry.
What are you?
Vehicle.
I still wound you enough 5 though.
Yep. Okay, 4 up. Make it.
Okay. Done. These guys here.
Shoot into Mongol.
I think I'd be smart.
Yeah.
We'll start with shuriken cannon first.
Okay, 3 shots.
Hitting on 2s, rerolling himself gives you the.
That's all hits.
Strength 6, so that's 5 3s to wound.
Yep. That is
So
2 wounds.
No minuses.
Makes both.
Missile launchers firing next.
Okay. And then what do we
So,
got?
Your toughness is 5, right?
Yep.
Do you reduce damage with that person?
Yes, I do. Well, I reduce half damage.
Half, rounded up or down?
Up
So it means if I have a 3-wound weapon, it goes
to 2 wounds.
Okay. We'll fire on the full.
Okay, so the big gun?
Yeah, so we need 3s and 3s.
Okay. So that's 2 misses,
yeah,
2 hits.
That's not good.
And then no wounds. Alrighty.
Bye, Reapers.
And then these guys to shoot. And I'm assuming they're shooting into the pounds.
Yeah, everything.
The Paragon Warsuit.
Yep.
Also, I just love the name Paragon Warsuit. It sounds so cool.
It does sound cool.
Alrighty. So that's like 1,000,000 shots into it?
Yep, I'm hitting on 3s, wounding on 3s.
Okay. That's going to be a few misses. That's 3 wounds. Did the 6s do anything?
Actually, the 6s are -4, and it's actually because it's strength 6, so it's 4 normal saves and then 2 at -4.
Strength 6? Oh.
Strength 6 weapon.
Okay, so 2 at -4. It's going to make 1. I got to check this one, see if it has an invo. Oh, no, it doesn't. So it's dead.
Yay!
So the Paragon in 1 squad finally dies.
Finally dies. It took Warp Fighters.
Charge phase.
Yeah. That's just not good.
Any charges?
I'm thinking what I want to do here. Is she decent hand-to-hand or no?
She has 8 attacks.
So that's a yes.
Yeah, she's also Bloody Rose.
That's nasty.
Yeah. And has exploding 6s.
Alright. So, I'm gonna get,
Are you not charging?
I don't think I'm gonna charge it.
Heroic Intervention.
Oh, go ahead.
Going here.
Yeah, that's fine.
Going here.
I'll still gotta go first.
Alrighty.
So, I'm going,
So you didn't declare any charges.
nope,
So I actually get to act first with a defensive unit.
go ahead.
We're just going to start with Mournval because I am on defense. So Mournval is going to swing at the Farseer.
Yep.
She's going to be doing her sweeping shot, or sweeping slash. So she gets 10 attacks. It's starting to get noisy in here, I do apologize.
Okay.
Hitting on 2s. That's going to be everything. Wounding on 3s. And at the beginning of the phase, at the beginning of the turn, the battle round, she selected herself for her own ability. Oh, and I completely forgot. Yeah. There we go. There we go. Ah. I completely forgot she explodes on 6s.
I completely forgot that I doomed you, and I should have rerolled 2 wounds.
8, 9, 10. Yeah, we're forgetting rules. So 10 saves at AP -3. Okay, here we go.
I need force.
Ooh, you might have survived this.
What's that?
3, 4.
Yeah.
You can activate a defensive unit.
Yeah.
The Wraith Lord.
That would be the smartest. My only question is which target. I'm gonna do Celestine.
Okay, swinging into Celestine.
A big sword.
Alrighty, hitting on 3s more than likely.
2
That's
hits.
2 hits. Wounding on 2s.
Yep.
It's 2
2 wounds and
wounds.
it's 5
2
points.
4-up saves. I will take both. How much damage is that?
I think it's D6.
Okay, well, she does reduce damage. So 2d6 damage is going to be 3, 4. Even though it's technically not.
Actually, command point. This one.
Command point reroll.
Yep.
So that's going to be 5, 6, 7, 8.
Yep.
So Celestine is going to die. Does she get back up? She does. So,
But I do get a kill on her.
yes, you do. So you do max out on the 15 points
That's what I'm saying.
completely. All right, so I'm going to select the Canoness to attack 8 times. 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, hitting on 2s. Unfortunately, no rerolls, and that's really bad. And there was no 6s. That's only 1 wound. Wow.
Minus?
AP minus like 2 or 3. So it's dead. Because they only have, what, a 3+ save?
3+ save.
Alright, and that's completely failed and took a wound in response.
Yep.
So now I'm going to activate the Sacristans.
Yep.
And I'm going to remember they have +1 attack this time.
Good.
So, a bunch of attacks. Oh wait, I have to take out 4. So this is superior. Exploding on 6s, no 6s. Rerolling everything though. That's 1 additional 6, so 1 additional hit. And now we have strength 8, so winning on, no, strength 3, 6, so winning on 5s.
Yep.
Rerolling everything. So we got 4 so far. Oh, Morinval only selected herself, so it's only 4.
Okay.
AP minus 3.
I need 6s.
That is 3, 1 damage each.
I have a wound left. Maybe.
Alrighty. And then I'm going to go ahead and activate Morinval again.
Oh, I got mine first though.
Oh yeah, you do. You do get to attack back.
2s and 2s.
Alrighty.
Both hits.
2 hits. She's a vehicle. It's 1 wound.
1 wound.
4 up. I'm assuming. Does she have AP? The spear doesn't have AP?
Nope.
Oh, okay.
Nope.
2 up.
Nope. You're good.
So Morinval is going to do 10 attacks to her. Hitting on 2s. Because Morinval selected herself for all of her rerolls. And she's exploding on 6s. So that's 1 additional hit because of the 6. There's also a 5 in here. Wounding on 3s. I really gotta get like little note cards for who wounds who.
Yeah.
Okay, so that is gonna be 5, 8. 8 saves.
8 saves.
This fight right here.
Oh.
And it's gone forever.
Force.
Okay.
That would be a
Dead.
dead Farseer.
Alrighty.
Bye, Farseer. Thanks for playing.
So she will activate and move over here. Keep that 4 with her. And then that is it for your turn.
It is.
I play more on your turn than my turn.
I know. It's not worth right.
So we go into Sisters of Battle, turn 4. Because there's no morale checks needed anywhere.
Nope.
Alright, Sisters of Battle, turn 4. Beginning of my turn, I gain 15 points because I'm controlling this one because I am in range. I'm controlling this one because I do have girls down here. And Morinval is controlling that one. So now we just need to get some pesky Eldar out of here. And we can probably turn this game around in our favor.
Maybe.
End of movement phase. Rhino moved up over here to take some pot shots over there. Morinval decided that she doesn't want to hold this objective, called the priest over to come and do it, and moved away. These girls stayed in combat. Celestine resurrected one of her girls. She stayed in combat. My Nundums moved up and over to deal with that thing. And yeah, now we just go into shooting phase. So the multi-melt is from the Paragon Warsuits is shooting into the Warwalker. The Stormbolters finished off the Ranger that was there. Hitting on 3s. That is only 3 hits. Wounding on 3s. That is 2 wounds. AP minus like a million.
On who?
This guy.
Yeah. 2?
AP minus 4.
Okay, something's 6. So.
Yeah, I was wounding on 3s.
Okay.
Does it have an invo?
It does. 5 of them.
Okay, invulnerable save. Makes neither. So it's taking 4 damage regardless. 4, 5, 6, 7. How many wounds does it have?
6.
Yeah, dies.
Let's have them explode.
Does it explode?
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Alright, bye, Walker. Thanks for playing.
Okay. Stormbolter from the Rhino is going to shoot into them, needing 4s. That's 1 hit. That is 1 wound.
1 wound on
The Dark Reapers.
Dark Reapers. 3s.
That kills 1. Blah. Then we got a las pistol. Hit. No wound.
Okay.
Then we have her shooting 3 heavy bolters into them. That's going to be 3 hits. She selected herself still. That's going to be 2 wounds at AP -1.
2 minus 1.
Yep.
Two fours.
Makes both.
Yep.
D6 missile shots. Missile shots. I can speak, I promise.
I know you can.
English is my first language.
It's a good language.
I wouldn't say good.
It
They speak it in that America land. I'm joking, obviously. Hitting on 2s. Re-rolling any misses, which is just this one. Wounding on 3s, because your toughness 3 with them. Okay. That is going to be re-rolling. That's a thrown dice. Re-rolling. Re-rolling that 2 to 1. So 4, 8 saves on them. Pew, missiles. That's going to be the unit.
1, 2, 3. Yep, that would be it because he takes 2. Got the Reapers with shooting. Just getting ready to get out your big giant little.
I got 4 pistol shots into the big guy. I missed with all of them. Good job. The Canoness is going to shoot her Inferno pistol at the fire dragons. She hits. She doesn't.
Ah, thank you. Appropriate for fire dragons. Though.
It is.
They probably just said, "Aw."
Yeah. All right. Charge phase. Celestine. It's going to make it in with 10 inches.
Yeah.
Boop. And then the Paragon Warsuits are going to try a difficult charge and go around. 3, 6. They're not going to make it. Okay. And then we go to. Honestly, let's see if Morinval can make it. No. Alrighty. So, fight phase.
Chargers go first.
Yep. Celestine first.
Yep.
She's going to attack 6 times.
Yep.
She explodes on 6s. She hit twice.
Okay.
Good job, girls.
5 to win.
I love you. That's 1 wound. AP -3, 2 damage.
So I need a really high number here. Oh well. Let's go.
Nope, I
with
missed it.
This one. Nope.
4. So, Celestine takes it down. Sorry,
He
I
does not
was.
explode. He just dies.
So, I'll go over with Celestine. And then you get to pick a unit because I didn't charge with anything else.
Yeah, so I'm gonna go with, let's see. Fire dragons.
Alrighty. I mean, they did wound earlier.
They could do it again.
Alright. So that's going to be 1 hit.
1 hit. Come on, 4. Nope.
No
nothing,
wounds.
nothing.
8 attacks. She doesn't get any explodes. Wounding on 3s. That's going to be 6. AP -2.
Alright, we're gonna need,
And that's on the fire
5s?
dragons in this building. Yep.
5s. Okay.
And they are dead.
They are dead. Bye, dragons. Thanks for playing.
Alrighty. At this point, you only have 1 unit on the board.
I do.
So, that well, I want to. Okay, so the current score is 30, 40, 49, 56. 56 points currently to your 15. You're getting no points for the primary, unfortunately. Oh, no, you're getting 5 points.
5 points, yeah.
So on your turn, you'd be getting 5. Okay. So 9, 12, 15, 16, 17. 17 plus what? 20 is 37. Plus 15 is 53, I think. Something close to that.
What are you at right now?
60 something.
Yeah, I don't have a way of catching you because I'm gonna get 5 points. Even if I bring one on, I can possibly kill like a character. I just.
Well, you're maxed out on characters because you killed Celestine and everything.
It would just be for spite then.
Yeah.
I mean, the Swooping Hawks would come down obviously this turn, so but I don't see anything else at this point. I really don't.
Alrighty.
Yeah, I think we're done.
So, sisters take this game. But that was a great game.
It was fun.
That was
I
really
loved
good.
it. I had fun. And just so you know, everybody, off camera, I have won one game. One game.
Yep.
One game with Space Wolves, and that was a good game. But
Yeah, it was.
But that's 3 on camera you beat. That's sad.
So we're 3-1.
We are 3-1.
At least it's not as bad as me versus Brock, who
Well-
beat me every single time.
Honestly, I think skill set, you and I are pretty, I would say, closer. But I think, obviously, Eldar need a huge, they just need help. It's their 8th edition codex. Well, I
Yeah.
think it's fun. I think I did it about with the variety I brought. I think it was fun.
Oh, it definitely was fun.
Yeah.
I
Sisters,
think I want to get another 10 sacristans.
they're nasty.
Yeah.
Rhinos get you up there. I don't see why you wouldn't take that. Yeah, that's just nasty. I might even spend a point in like reserving ones come off on a battlefield.
That's what I was thinking.
Let's save you a
Because
Rhino.
Repentia, they don't have this. They're the same exact points. They're
Yeah.
140 points.
Yeah.
You get 5 points for the spear.
Right.
So they're slightly more points. They can take an Inferno pistol as well, and they can take the ability to get a relic.
Right.
But the other crazy thing about them is they have the 4-up regardless. So they have everything that
but the
Repentia
durability
used to
is
have.
way better than
Yep.
Repentia, yeah, they're just.
They're too squishy right
I
now.
think if you're going to do more of a theme-based battle, Repentia, you're right.
Yeah.
But if you're going to do something that's more competitive, you're dumb not to take those.
Yep.
Yeah, it was fun.
Alrighty, guys. I really hope you enjoyed this battle. I had a lot of fun. There's warp spiders on the board. I haven't seen those since I started playing.
You know, people don't play them a lot, and I think warp fighters are a little underrated, honestly.
I agree. But if you guys enjoyed this battle report, please check out all the other ones on the channel. And if you're super awesome, check out my Patreon. As always, I'm NornQueenAlexis. I love you guys.
Bye.
Bye.